Hello, 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 my friends. My name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant to see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you are interested in a reading, we're doing readings live today on the internet. So go ahead and put your name and the topic matter in the comment section below, and you may be receiving a free reading here live today. Again, on the internet. We're live on the internet, and so are you. So come on in. Are you looking for clarity? Are you looking for insight? Hi, Lacey. What up, girl? Are you looking for clarity? Are you looking for insight? Are you looking on a topic matter? Love, finance, career, health, general, relationships? Hi, Barbie. Welcome in. So we're just doing some freebies here right now. Wow, they have some different likes going on. Is that a baseball bat? I don't know what that is. Like, I see the two hearts, but I don't know. That looks like a baseball bat or some plant material, if you get my drift. All right, guys, welcome in. If you guys are interested in a reading, we are doing randomly selected free readings at this time. All you have to do is put your name and the topic matter in the comment section below, and you may be receiving a free reading here live today on air. All right, Barbie, thank you so much for liking the live. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you. Good morning, Judy, or good afternoon. Well, it depends on where you are. Well, good day to you, Judy. Welcome in. Oh, hi, Gina. Welcome. Barbie says, you are awesome. Oh, thank you, Barbie. Do you want your freebie? Since nobody's commenting right now with the topic that they want the reading for, name and topic is how you can get a randomly selected tarot reading here, if that is something you're interested in. Those were wild. I've never seen those before. Yes. Okay. Yes, I will do your reading. Let me know what type of reading. We can still do general for you, but if you want a topic, let me know, since we got plenty of time. Thank you for the heart me. And those are wild, right? Those little icons when you press the like now. That's pretty interesting. I just don't know what that one baton looking thing is. All right. So we are going to do Barbie right now. Yes, Judy, we can get yours as well, because people who have paid subscribing abilities do get priority. So we're just waiting to see if Barbie wants to do a certain subject. Relationship, romance. All right, let's talk about it here. This is for Barbie Spirit. Spirit, what does Barbie need to know? This one's to come out, so we're going to let it out. Spirit, what does Barbie need to know about relationships and romance? I don't have a wait right now. So if you were to submit your $15 donation, you're going to get the reading first for the 5 minutes. So there is no wait. Lacey, thank you for sharing the live. Linktree link in the profile, $15 donation for 5 minutes. All right, for Barbie. What should Barbie know about love and relationships? What's going on for Barbie? All right, this is the last shuffle because it feels right in the body. Boop, done there. Thank you, JoJo, for sharing the live as well. So there is transformation here for you, Barbie. We have the Death card. Death card is all about death and rebirth. As you know, for being a regular, this is my favorite card in the entire deck of tarot. Like, I love her. She's the best. Because, yes, it is a little bit hard. Yeah, things have to fall away, but it's for your own betterment. That's why the sun is here. So there's a transformation going on. Maybe a transformation that came out of the blue. You didn't see it coming, but it is allowing you to get wisdom here. You may be walking away from some sort of love relationship, or maybe you're talking to somebody, maybe you're just hanging out with somebody, but you are learning from this experience. Whatever it is, you're taking with you into the next stages. So you got this. Kyler, I got you. Thank you, Kyler. Girl, is that you? Is that your new name on here? They envy K. Oh, they envy Kai. That makes sense. Hey, Kyler. Charlie, thanks for being here. But the 10 of Wands is you walking away with knowledge and experience. Okay, so whatever's going on, you're going to walk away with knowledge and experience. Now, this is the card that wanted to come out, the 3 of Cups, which is a very celebratory card. This could be you going to something to celebrate, like a birthday party. I couldn't think of the word birthday for whatever reason. Like a birthday party, a wedding invitation, some things like that. But this is more or less saying this is probably going to be a good thing, and really to get with your girlfriends, your sisters, whoever you feel comfortable with, that you feel very close to. Hi, Carly. And you're going to be all right. You're going to absolutely be able to celebrate something that you've learned through this transformation when it comes to love and relationships. But there is seemingly like there's hope here. There's hope here at the end of the day. So I do hope that helps there. I hope that made sense, Barbie. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Going away next weekend with my girls. Ah! Hell yes. I love that. So have fun. You're learning a lot. Carly, we're going to get you. We have Kyler right now, and then Judy asked. And then we can get yours, Carly, no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Barbie. All right, guys, if you're interested in getting a 5-minute reading of your choice, I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, or human design readings, I should say. Thanks, Dave. Speaking of human design readings, Neutrino Radio is another human design professional. So if you want to check out Dave, I would highly recommend it because he's very knowledgeable about human design. But right now we are doing Kyler's reading. Kyler submitted a $15 donation. They are going to get a 5-minute reading of their choice. So Kyler, let me know in the comment section, what type of reading are we doing? And then we still have paid subscribers who are going to get their daily freebies. So if you want to get daily freebies, every time I'm live, I should specify. Every time I'm live, you'll get a free reading. Thank you, Spirit. And then you get an additional 1 minute. So you get 6 minutes instead of 5 minutes. Anytime you donate $15 or more to the link tree. Carly, I hope you're not being filtered. That's my only problem. Hi, Reese. What's up? I missed you coming in. I'm sorry about that. Hi, Reese. All right. And JoJo shared the crap out of the live. Thank you, JoJo, for doing that as well. And thank you for everyone who's liking the live. I hope you're enjoying the new little emoticons. I don't know what they are, but TikTok's updated something. So now there's really cute little figurines coming on. I'll get on the other side. Okay, so you're talking about getting on to YT is what Carly is saying. Thank you, Dave, for sharing. I appreciate you. Amelia, thank you for the follow. Hi, Aaliyah. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good on this Monday. So we're still just waiting on Kyler. I got you, Judy. I'm over here now. Hi, Carly. Carly's on YT. I do have double streaming going on simply because, one, I was having issues with TT, but now that I'm not having those issues anymore, I really like the fact that YT actually records the live and posts it. So if you guys ever want to rewatch your readings, you can always do that right on YT. It's the second link in my link tree, so I make it really easy to get to my channel. And thank you for liking over there, Carly. I really appreciate you. All right, Judy, I see you're here, but we're waiting on Kyler because the paid subscribers always get priority over the paid subscribers. So donated readings get priority over the subscribed readings. Okay, so can y'all see my comments? I can see that comment. That was it. So Kyler, if you want to go over to YT, the second link in the link tree, the tube, if you will, they're not blocking comments. So you can go ahead and post right on there. So copy and paste and then go over there and then go in the live chat. You might have to sign in. So that might be a possibility that you might have to do that before you can comment, but that would be a reason why, I can't get words out. That would be how you would be able to send in your question without it being filtered. Whoo, words are hard. I got it out though. I did it. Your inner femme. I never do yes or no's. I never, ever, ever do yes or no's simply because tarot is not really designed for the yes or no's. You can do it. Absolutely, you can, but it's not really designed for it. It's more like of a story of details. So I always do free readings whenever I start my lives, but I never do yes or no's. I do topics. So you'll tell me the topic matter, love, finance, relationships, careers, health, general, whatever it is you're looking to get clarity or insight on. And it is a random selection. So there's no guarantee that you're going to get your reading unless you are a paid subscriber or you send in a $15 donation, and you'll receive a 5-minute reading for that donation. All right. Hi, Milky. What up? I love those little pink hands. They're hot pink hands. They're cute. But right now we are waiting on a paid or donated, I should say, I almost said a paid subscriber, a donated reading from Kyler, who's having a little bit issues with the filtering process on the Clock app. So hopefully they're able to get over to the tube and send in their comment there. And also your readings are going to be recorded. You'll always be able to come back and watch them on the tube because I'm also live there and they record everything and they post it. So if you ever want to rewatch your readings or feel like you don't want to just do a reading and then you'll forget it, you'll always have it available to you. I put the date on everything, and today is the full moon, so we're doing full moon readings. Well, we're just waiting on Kyler. And Kyler, don't forget, I will read your comment when it comes through. If I don't read your comment, it simply means I didn't receive it. And I also do different variations of readings. So I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. I am a human design professional. It is a chart reading. A body graph is what they call it in the human design world. So you can always look up your own graph if you would like before you have a professional's opinion on it. Literally, there's free sources everywhere. Heather, thank you for the heart me. General, please. I don't know if you can see them now. So I do see them now. I said, you said I can't get on that one either. LOL. General, please. I don't know if you can see them. All right. So we're going to do a general for Kyler. I don't know why I said your name that way. I don't have a long list. It's just Kyler right now. So after Kyler, it could be you. $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile. All right, Spirit, this is for Kyler. Let's go ahead and do some cleansing breaths very quickly. Thank you for following N3 Sanity. I don't know why N3 reminds me of Crash Bandicoot. Spirit, this is for Kyler. Spirit, what does Kyler need to know? Spirit, what does Kyler need to know? Spirit, what does Kyler need to know? What's going on for our friend Kyler? Strangely enough, I feel a lot of energy on my left side, specifically the left side of my neck here, my throat. I can't really pin exactly what it is. Nense, I hope I'm saying that right. Nense, I got you. You're going to be right after we do Judy's freebie, and then we have Carly right after you to do Carly's freebie. But you're going to get your donation reading right soon. Yeah, so Kyler, there's something here going on with the left side of the throat. I got you, darling. I got you. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It feels uncomfortable. Maybe there's a blockage. Maybe you have some lymph nodes inflamed. I'm not sure. But pay attention to the left side of your throat. I also have I have this feeling in the stomach that feels both excited and nervous at the same time. This could just be because you're having a reading, or there could be something that is coming into your life that is both nerve-wracking and exciting at the same time. When we pull the cards here, Elizabeth, thank you so much for your question. It's a $15 donation for a reading. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is a father figure. He is the father of tarot. He is also somebody who is very much in control. Very much in control because he's an emperor. He's a king, right? He loves to be in control. So there could be something that is going on that you either have yes, a short wait. Absolutely. We only have 2 people on the list at this time. But either way, it's somebody who's controlling, somebody who really has an issue with either relenting control or having to be in control at all times. when I think about that, when I think about having to be in control at all times, my stomach like drops. So I feel like it's something that you may have to be okay with. All right. There is some things that you walked away from. I don't know if it was a man that you walked away from, but I do see a new beginning happening that is going to be very, very, very successful. Okay. Because it looks like you put a lot of effort into something, particularly, I believe it's a relationship myself. But it may be a friendship, it may be a situationship, it may be a working relationship. But we do have the 8 of Pentacles. We actually have 2 8s here. 8s are the symbol of money and gosh, what do I want to call it? Infatuation, but it's not infatuation. It is infinity. I couldn't think of the word infinity. So there's things that are happening that's going on for a long time. I'm waiting on an answer on a new job position. There is hope for you, but I don't know if this is a job opportunity, if that's what it is, if that's a boss there. I don't necessarily think you're going to get this opportunity. I'm so sorry. Because we do have you walking away. All right. And we do have a full moon today. We have the moon here. These are the eclipses, though. So this could be really rocky since March, but it is something you may be walking away from. And then we do have the 3 of Swords, which makes me feel like this is going to be heartbreak. This may not pan out as you were hoping. I'm so sorry to tell you, Kyler. I'm not trying to be that person to you, but I got to tell you what the cards say. That's my job. The 3 of Swords is the heartbreak card. It's a really emotional card, but it's also saying like it's taking out the toxicity in this heart. So whatever's going on, like you will end up being okay. I've been feeling like I won't get it, LL, and I've been crazy AF lately, Mel, but I'm still in a relationship. Nice. So this may be panning out to that career, but I wouldn't, as long as you feel good and confident in your relationship, I mean, that's good. But there may be something you're walking away from in there as well. Could be a new chapter, an old chapter ending, a new chapter forming as well. But I do see you walking away from something. All right. Whether it's your relationship, which is what I initially felt, or this job opportunity. But we do have the Page of Cups. Having the Page of Cups is great. She is trusting your intuition. She is trusting her body. She's trusting her emotions. She may have waited out her emotional waves, received clarity, and went forward with that. Because if that is your human design type there, Kyler, and you have to wait for emotional waves, know that clarity is going to come. And then we end with the 3 of Wands, the success card. Dude, like this is awesome. My ex of 6 years is having a new baby, and I've been a lot sensitive. That's okay. That happens. Absolutely. But the 3 of Wands is success. So something is coming in. As long as you're trusting yourself, you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting how you feel, you are going to be all right. You're waiting out emotional waves, you're waiting for that clarity, and then you're acting on the clarity. In order for you to get to clarity, if you are somebody who is a little up here or a little down here at all times, meditation's a great practice. If you are having trouble with meditation, because it is harder than people say it is, then you could also read a book, clean your house, exercise, do something to really focus your mind into something so that you can actually really get that clarity that you're looking for. But there is something you're going to be walking away that is going to be a little bit painful here, something you've been working at. All right. But it's all going to be for your best. It's all going to be for the best because this is the card of success. Okay. Calicia, it's only about, I'm going to say, because we have 2 freebies in between, I'm going to say about 7 minutes at this time. Yes, I agree. I'm going to clean house today. Clean that house, girl. Shit. All right, Kyler, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, girl. And thank you for always supporting. I really appreciate it. No problem, Calicia. Thank you, Mel. You're very welcome. JoJo's giggling. Hi, Tracy. Amanda Brooke, thank you for the follow. All right, Judy, we're going to do your freebie. Just let me know that you are here. And then after Judy's freebie, which is not 5 minutes, it's only a couple, maybe a minute, maybe 2. Then we have, if I'm saying your name incorrectly, please, please, please let me know how to say it correctly. But I have Nancy. And I hope I'm saying that right. But you're going to be getting your 5-minute reading. And then after Nancy, we have Carly's freebie as well. Nensa. Okay, it's Nensa. I don't know. I'm saying it like Hermione. Leviosa. Not Leviosa. All right, let's go ahead and do your freebie here. I think something else came through that I missed. Audrey, I got you. You're going to be after Carly's freebie. Audrey, I got you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem. So let's go ahead and get Judy's going. Oh, and Kyler, your timestamp, I'm going to say about 13 minutes if you ever want to watch it again on YouTube. All right, Spirit, this is for Judy. No problem, Audrey. You're very welcome. Thank you for your donation. Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Yes, Tracy, it's a $15 donation to get in line. It's only about a 10-minute wait, about 12-minute wait, I should say, to get your reading. So if you get your donation in now, you'll be right on it. Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Spirit, what does our friend Judy need to know? What's going on here? I know you've been getting that recently, but that's not your bottom card today. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is a card that is very emotionally charged, very intuitively charged, and very creative as well. Misha, thank you for the follow. This is a very creative king, all right? But he's also kind of an emotional mess because he creates all this wave, and then he just like kind of leans back. He's like, yeah, what about it? What are you going to do about it? So we'll see what's going on with the other cards here. Yeah, there is going to be some emotions involved where you feel alone. Don't let your past dictate your future. If you need alone time, if you need to recharge your batteries, please do so. But don't really worry about these cups that have been spilt. All right. Khaleesi, I got you. Thank you so much. You're going to be after Audrey. Thank you so much, my love. There's 2 cups here that are standing. So don't worry so much about this. Worry about what you do have and have that get you back over to where you need to be. Even if you are feeling alone, you're still a beacon of light. You see that belt? You see that star right there? There's still a beacon of light to those who need it. You may be having to be reclusive. You may have to hermit yourself up, protect your energy, but you're going to be okay. Just don't let your past dictate your future. All right, Judy, I hope that helps, my love. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I really appreciate you. And if you guys want to be a subscriber, the benefits are you're going to get a daily free reading whenever I'm live, and then you'll get an additional 1 minute for free. So instead of a 5-minute reading, you'll get a 6-minute reading. All right, we're moving on to Nensa. Nensa, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your $15 donation. What type of reading are we doing for you? I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. So if you're interested in any of those, just let me know. If you just are looking for a psychic reading, just give me the topic. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't need details. Just say love, relationships, finances, health, career, general. You just want to see what Spirit has to tell you. That's a general reading. So go ahead and let me know. Sure, absolutely. So Nensa says, can I get a love reading for Matthew and I? Absolutely. Immediately, my stomach feels like butterflies. Immediately feels like butterflies. Let me see what else is going on here. Butterflies are not always great, but they're not always bad. Okay, butterflies is just your nervous system kicking on. So I'm just doing some cleansing breaths here. And your timestamp is 23 minutes, Nensa. So if you ever want to watch this again on the tube, second link in the link tree, 23 minutes. This is for Nensa. My stomach growled. Spirit, what does Nensa need to know about love with Matthew? Spirit, what does Nensa need to know about love with Matthew? Oh, my back feels uncomfortable. Spirit, what does Nensa need to know about love with Matthew? So first and foremost, my stomach growled. Okay, so whenever my stomach growls in a reading, it's one of 2 things. Okay, either you're not eating right or you're simply not eating. If you are not eating, girl, go eat. Go eat. Shoot, take me with you. Go get some food. If you are not eating healthy, she goes, oh my God. if it is you're not eating healthy, I'll go eat. Okay, she's just not eating. Go eat. Go get a banana. Go get some fruit. Go get something. Just eat something while we're doing this. Because Spirit's like, she needs to take care of her body. Misha, it's a $15 donation if you're interested. And the other thing I felt right away was like an uncomfortability in my back, but only on my right side. So this is going to be strange. I know you're asking about love, but I feel like you may be sleeping on the same side every single night. And this is why it feels uncomfortable. Even if you're like a habit, like I have to sleep on this side, try to sleep on the other side. I need you to even out your back. Okay. She goes, LMAO. I know it's not what you're asking for, but this is what I felt in my body. So this is what they told me to tell you. So sleep on the other side. So if you're a side sleeper and you only sleep on your right side, do your best to sleep on your left side for the next couple days. Okay. And that should even out that uncomfortability in the back. Let's see what's going on for love though. Like everything was not love related, but I think it was necessary. But I'll change the way I sleep also. Okay. I don't know if there's anything said in between LMAO but I'll change the way I sleep. You might have got filtered there. We do have the King of Pentacles. I like him. Matthew may be an earth sign person. Traditionally, they are Taurus, but he could be Capricorn or Virgo, either their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. Okay, he's a Libra. So again, it could be their rising sign or their moon sign if it's not their sun sign. But either way, it doesn't really matter about their astrology, because what really matters is that he's strong and he's stable. He's somebody who is very much like, I like luxury. I like the higher things. I'm going to pay for this fancy car. I'm going to pay for this fancy dinner, things like that. So they may be financially well off, but they may also be very stubborn. Okay, Taurus, like when we talk about anything with Taurus related in the cards, stubborn is an understatement, because our Tauruses are notoriously stubborn. Oh my God, so stubborn. So you might be dealing with somebody who's very stubborn, but they're still very grounded as well. Ooh, love a Libra. My best girlfriend is a Libra. I love a Libra too. Girl, let's see. Ow! I like Matthew. Okay, I like Matthew. We have the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is the success card. She goes, this is the success card. All right, this is it coming in. Things have maybe a little bit, I don't even think they're rocky. Like when I think about this card, it does not make me feel like anything's really rocky at this time. It just might be that he was single for a long time or you were single for a long time. They are rocky. Oh, well, it feels like things are coming in though. Okay. So we did have the Hermit. Somebody was single for, I think, a while. But things are going to even out. It's so funny because you said he's a Libra. Justice is the Libra card in the deck. Okay. Is the Libra card. They love fairness. They love equality. They love doing the right things. So Libras are very, very, very fair people. They're very truth-oriented people. But the cards, see, there may be rockiness here, but they're just, the cards are not really indicating any rockiness, to be honest with you. And everything I felt was very much like in the body for you. And it was for you. So, but there is something here that's going to even out. Okay. So there's rockiness that you're saying, it's going to even out. Look at all the quality symbol. Look at how even her balance is. I'm going to show YouTube too, just in case you ever watch it again on there. So no, success is coming in. We do have the Lovers. Matthew is a soulmate level person. All right. Whether they're here forever or for a short time, that's neither here nor there. Soulmates are here to teach us something. And some of them are here for a very short time. Others are here for a lifetime. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. So whatever's going on here, know that he is a soulmate that is teaching you something, and you are teaching them something as well. Sorry, Spirit makes me burp for anyone who is not aware. Spirit makes me burp. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is the abundance card. This is the abundance card. Okay. So whatever is going on here, whatever you're learning, you're going to honestly have that in abundance, have that learning in abundance, have that relationship in abundance. And then we're ending with the Hermit, but really the Hermit felt like the first card in the reading. Like somebody was single for a long time and then they came in to get success and equal out that success and even it out. And then really get involved in a lover's type of way, which is a lifestyle change. So some people do have to change up a little bit so that you can really accommodate for each other. Okay. But this is something really beautiful. I mean, the abundance card, the success card, the lovers card, the girl. But don't forget, if you need alone time, if you're somebody who really needs alone time, like me and my partner, actually, we both need alone time. It's in our human design. We're designed that way. Take that in, but you know a lot. You're very wise. This is the wisest card in the deck. This is also Virgo. All right, Nensa, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for submitting that donation. I really do appreciate you so much. Oh, sorry. Had to get that cough out. All right, Carly, let's go ahead and do your freebie here. Let me know that you're here, Carly, and then we'll get the cards going. After that, we'll do Audrey. And after Audrey, we have Kalisa. So it's only about a 10-minute wait at this time. So if you're interested in a reading, it is a $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile. Venmo, PayPal, or my website. Joy, thank you so much for your question, though. I don't really do pregnancy readings live on air. I do them privately, but we can do any other type of reading. All right, Carly's on the tube. Oh, and also we record on the tube. So Carly, this is for you. 30 minutes in for you. Spirit, this is for Carly. Spirit, what does Carly need to know? Spirit, what does Carly need to know? Spirit, what does our friend Carly need to know? What's going on for Carly? I want to do one more shuffle here. All right. The Four of Cups, the Over It card. I feel like you get this card. So this card says Over It on her shirt. You can't read it on TT, but you can read it on YT for whatever reason. I don't know why. But you can see her shirt says Over It. She has been trying to communicate, but nobody's been listening to her. That's why there's a phone here. She has 3 of these cups here that she already has, but she has this other cup coming in that's just like, I already have that. I don't really want that. That's why her body language is closed. That's why her phone's lit, but she's not talking because nobody's listening to her. So you maybe feel like nobody's listening to you at this time. Wow, Carly, are you going to go through a spiritual awakening? You're about to go through a giant spiritual awakening. We have Judgment and the High Priestess. Woo! I do think things are going to change for you. I do think people are going to start listening to you. I feel like I feel like you're going to go through a giant change here, a giant awakening with spirituality. You may want to learn cards. You may want to learn Reiki. You may want to learn astrology, human design. You may want to learn a lot about anything. Plus this full moon in Scorpio, right? This full moon in Scorpio is very intense because Scorpio is intense by nature. It's the natural ruler of the 8th house of death and rebirth, taxes, sex, other people's money as well. But the High Priestess is, they're mixed up on this one. The High Priestess is intuition. She knows all about the esoterics, about what's behind the veil, all of that. And then we have Judgment, which is the calling card, leveling up card. You're protected by Archangel Gabriel, who is the one who's opening this path for you. So I would work with Gabriel right now, Archangel Gabriel. I would figure out what he likes, and I would work with him for the time being until you feel like you have a leg to stand on, and then you can go forth with that. Hi, Mia. And thank you so much with the zipper mouth for the roses. But I do hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight, Carly. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a paid subscriber on the TT. Oh, and your sun sign is Scorpio. Yikes. Yeah, this is going to be intense for you. But it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be a good thing, okay? I don't have a long list. It's only about 10 minutes. So if you want to get on the list now, I would do it right now before anyone else gets on. Okay. I would do it right now. Okay. We're going to do Audrey right now. Audrey, let me know what type of reading we're doing. And then Kalicia as well. You're going to be next after Audrey. Since somebody has a time frame right now, if we can be as quick as possible. I know sometimes it's not your fault. I know sometimes TT filters some bullshit. But if you can get your stuff in quick, we can hopefully get Alicia's reading to her. Alicia, actually, are you my Alicia from last week? Did you donate $30 last time? And I only gave you one reading? Because I didn't realize that you had donated $30 until I got offline. And then I was like, oh, shit. So I kind of been waiting. If it's you, I've been waiting for you to come back to give you your second reading that you paid for already. Carly says, okay, thank you, Melody. That feeling is real. I don't know what word that is. Is it jug? I don't know what word that is. I'm not going to read it, Carly. But I'm glad that resonated. I'm so glad that resonated for you. Hi, Chandra. Welcome in. All right, we're still waiting on Audrey. Hopefully she's not being filtered. Audrey, send an emotion. You're being filtered. I don't know why TikTok does this. It's so ridiculous. Hi, Laura. So what I'm going to ask you to do is perfect. Exactly what I was going to ask you to do. Love on Andrew. Got you. Alicia, I got you. We're going to get you a 10-minute reading because you donated $30. So thank you so much for donating $30. I appreciate you. We're going to get you 2 readings here. Plus, I owe you one from last time if you still want to get that reading as well. All right, for Audrey. Audrey, your timestamp is 35 minutes if you ever want to rewatch this reading again. You're welcome, Alicia. No problem. Thank you for sending in your donation. Spirit, what does Audrey need to know about love with Andrew? Spirit, this feels really new to me for whatever reason. You can confirm or deny that in the comment section, but this relationship feels really new to me. What does Audrey need to know about love with Andrew? Love with Andrew, love with Andrew. Because I get this feeling of excitement. It's new, okay. Because I get this feeling of excitement, like honeymoon stages, like everything's hunky-dory and everything is beautiful and everything's so good. And I just want to check up to see if this is my person. Like that's the kind of energy I'm feeling. So again, you did confirm that it is a new relationship. You could also confirm if that's how you're feeling here today, if you'd like. You don't have to, though, if you don't want to. But that's how it feels. It feels very much like I'm just checking in, seeing if this is it. This is real. That's how I feel, okay? Woo! Girl! Oh, my goodness. The Wheel of Fortune is the sign of luck, right? Good fortune coming your way. This is a beautiful start. We're going to see what the other cards have to say. But I feel excited in the body. I feel good in the body. I feel like potentially I found my person in my body. We're going to see what the other cards have to say. But this is a great, great start. Okay. Fortune on your side. Yeah, brand new. We're going to talk about it, Audrey. We're going to talk about it. Wow. I really like Andrew. Having 2 guys that I like back to back in readings is crazy bananas, because usually I'm like, oh no. But like having 2 back-to-backs that I was like, oh my God, these guys are so good. And they both have the King of Pentacles to start with. The King of Pentacles in a love reading is so nice to have, because somebody who's stable, somebody who may have some money or knows how to be financially responsible, because he's the richest king in the deck. He's also stubborn, right? Stubborn. But stubborn is something that I feel like we can work with, as long as they're able to realize that they're being stubborn and sometimes like back away from that stubbornness. They could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. But this is divinely called. This is brand new, brand new. Ace of Swords is saying this is a new beginning, a new relationship that's been divinely raised. He's a Cap rising. She knows his rising sign. Hell yeah. Look up his human design stuff too, Audrey. If you don't know, human design is chef's kiss. You should also really look into it. But the Ace of Swords is a card of saying, hey, this is divine inspiration. This is divine connection. This is communication, ideas, and being inspired. Okay. So this is something that is going to, wow, the timer never went off. And it's still not going off. So I know we started at 35 for you, right? 35, 33. What was the timestamp I gave you? Let me know in the comment section, because my timer just didn't go off. But the Ace of Swords is saying like this is going to raise you up. It's going to it's going to also level you up. The highest ace in the deck. Okay, 35. So we got about 1:15 left, which is plenty of time. Girl, I cannot. I literally cannot. This is amazing. The sun is the most perceived positive sign you can have in tarot, period. Okay, period. This is strength and vitality. This is saying there's innocence here. This is going to be powerful as well. See all this growth here, all this abundance. The sun is the biggest yes in tarot. The biggest yes in tarot that there is. So this is already a great sign saying this is somebody that I can really let myself shine with. Okay. Now we have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is a card of walking away with knowledge and experience. But here's the thing. It's in between the Sun and the Star card. So you're taking the lessons from past relationships and you're learning from them. You're taking action with them and you're saying, hey, this is my knowledge that I've learned. This is the things that I need to leave behind about myself that I didn't like in relationships. These are the things I expect in relationships. Be fully honest with your expectations in your relationship and everything's going to be fine. This is something you've been manifesting. This is something you've been plainly manifesting, okay? You are strong enough. You have the 8 stars here, all with the 8 points. Oh, it all fell. 8 stars, 8 points, reference to the Strength card, which is the 8th card, which is the Leo card. Leo is traditionally ruled by the sun. There's a lot of Leo energy here. All right. A lot of like spotlight, creativity, not shying away from the hard shit and knowing like, hey, I can get it. There could be some egos at play because Leos and Leo rising, such as myself, sometimes have a little bit of an ego. And then we have to realize like, oh, that's an ego thing. Let that go. It's not that big of a deal. There could also be jealousy issues. Gemma, thank you so much. You're going to be after Alicia's readings. She has 2 of them so far. And we are also going to make up one. I don't know if we'll have time, though, to make up one for her. But we will make up that one whenever she can. All right, Audrey, I hope that helps there, darling. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really, really appreciate you. And good luck in this relationship. Girl, you got a good one. All righty. Roberta at the $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile. We're going to move on to Calicia. Calicia, thank you so much for being here. If you could quickly let me know so that we have time for Alicia's readings, what type of reading we're doing, because she has a time crunch is the only reason I'm saying anything about like being quick, because I want to make sure she gets it. Perfect. Calicia wants to know about love with Xavier. All right, let's see what's going on here for Calicia. And Calicia, your timestamp is 42 minutes. All right, your timestamp is 42 minutes. Spirit. This reading is for Calicia. 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 Spirit, what does Calicia need to know about love with Xavier? Spirit, what does Calicia need to know about love with Xavier? Spirit, what does Calicia need to know about love with Xavier? I'm getting like goosebumps from like my part in my hair down to like behind my kneecaps, which is kind of wild, but a little bit down my leg, but mostly stops at my kneecap, behind my kneecap. But this makes me feel like there's something here going on that's just putting me a little on edge here. It's not my whole body. It's really weird. Today's been half and half day for my body, but it's not my whole body. It's literally my right side. So there may be some things that we can get past, but we may need to confront something here. I'm going to do 2 more shuffles, and then we're going to pull your cards here, Calicia. Hi, Bree Bree. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, with the Emperor. The Emperor is a father figure. It could be somebody who has a moral superiority over you. It could be a CEO figure as well. It's somebody who has control, who has a higher or thinks they're higher than you in some sort of fictional rank that we've ranked people by nowadays. But the Emperor is here, so there's something about control. Let's see. Yeah, this relationship is not going really well. I'm so sorry to say, Calicia. We have the 2 of Swords. Yes, he's been stressed moving out and he's in business. Okay. But we do have the 2 of Swords. Like the 2 of Swords is the crossroads card. It's really saying your emotions may be overclouding your judgment. All right. Your emotions may be overclouding your judgment or even their judgment but I'm tapping into your energy. That's the thing. Now, with the 2 of Swords, it is, do I go this direction? do I go this direction? It's the poem like I walked into the woods and I saw two roads diverged and I took the one less traveled. It's very much that poem. I'm doing well today with love. I hope you're doing well as well. We do have something that's going to put them into alignment, but it's going to be a bit of work. Okay, it's going to be a bit of work. It's going to be a little bit of a bumpy road. You can see their hands are bandaged. Their head is bandaged. There is, yes, the readings are still open, but there is some things going on that is going to be a little less than savory, but it does put you in alignment. Okay, see the wands behind the character. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for anyone who's new here. But they are in complete alignment. Okay, complete alignment. $15 donation, darling. I'm in the middle of a reading right now. But this is going to be something that's going to end up being good, but it's going to take a minute. Okay. In fact, it's going to take a while. This is the take a break, pause, meditate card. So there could be something that is coming in, but it's going to take its time. It's going to be in its own way. You may need to take a break. You may need to separate for a moment, maybe not like a big separation, like you move here, I move there. More like I need some time. I need some time by myself. I need some time to reevaluate some things because that's what this card is. It's a card of taking a pause, taking a break, reevaluation, and really saying, like, especially with school and work, right? It's just too much. So you may need to take a break. You may need to take some time by yourself without your partner. What's really nice, though, is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is here saying like there's a leveling up here when we take a break, when we take our time, when we put ourselves first and our needs first, because this is about self-care as well. When we start to put our needs ahead of everyone else's needs, that's when we're leveling up. That's when things are getting better. That's when the angels coming down, spreading their wings. So much is happening here that's going to be really, really, really beneficial for you. But there's something here in this relationship that it just makes me feel like there's just trouble in paradise. It just makes me feel that way. Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of saying, hey, I've already been presented with all of this. I already have this, okay? I'm being presented with more of the same. I've been asking for things to change. I've been asking for things to get better. I've been asking to be heard. And all I keep being presented, excuse me, I'm so sorry, is with things I already have. With things I already have. Her shirt literally says the words over it. On the tube, you're going to be able to see it much better. It's much clearer for whatever reason, but her shirt literally says the words over it. So there is something that you are going to need to take time with for yourself so that you feel like you're being heard. You're not feeling like closed off with this closed off body and imagery that she has. You can see her legs and her hands are closed off. So there is something here that is going to be less than desirable without being heard. That's why it makes me feel like there's rockiness here. It's like, I don't feel like I'm being heard. I feel like it's in one ear, out the other, and they just keep presenting me with more of the same. So be cautious with that, Calicia. I do hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation, but I really do hope that helps, darling. But today with love, thank you so much for your patience. I'm so sorry. I was in the middle of that reading, but it's a 15. I was in the reading, but I'm sorry I couldn't answer your questions because I was in the reading. I love my readings. There's no apology for my readings. But it's a $15 donation. You're going to submit it through the Linktree link, the profile. You can use Venmo, you can use PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. So if you're still here, that is how you get on the list. All right, Alicia, we have 2 readings for you. Now we can do a 10-minute mediumship reading because I know you want a mediumship reading. So we can do either a 10-minute mediumship reading or 2 5-minute readings. So 1 10-minute, 2 5 minutes. Let me know what you want to do in the comment section. While you do that, I know we're on a time crunch with you, but I do have to get my charger because I forgot it and my battery is about to die. Okay, we're going to do a 10-minute medium reading. Let me know the relationship of the person we're getting a reading with. If they don't have a traditional relationship, give me the name. I'm going to be 5 seconds. I'm so sorry. If my readings weren't chaos, what would they be? All right, so Leah, are we getting in contact with? Is it with your dad again? Or is it with somebody different? Sorry, I just had to like get my phone charged. I was like dying. Oh, it looks like you were filtered. So some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. All right, let's see. Dad. All right, we're going to do 10 minutes for Dad. Now, Alicia, what I'm going to do is I'm not actually going to start the timer. Oh, no, I lied. I am going to start the timer, but I'm not going to change the timing on the timer. So you're going to hear a 5-minute beep, 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 go off. We're going to ignore that. We're just going to start the timer right again. All right. So Carly, I got you, darling, but I do not have Cass. I didn't get yours quite yet, so I don't know where you sent it from, but I don't see it in Venmo and I don't see it in PayPal. So make sure it went through. But Carly, I do got you. Double check your PayPal because it didn't come through. I really loved my reading. It helped put my mind at ease. Another medium said a lot of bad stuff. Oh, no. We're going to talk about that in a minute, Audrey, but get it typed out. I want to know what she said. Because, I mean, I'm not trying to discredit other readers, but the cards I got were beautiful. So I want to know, like, what was said. But give us our time, but get to typing. I want to know. All right. So Alicia, your timestamp is 51 minutes if you ever want to watch this video again or this reading again. And this is for Alicia. Spirit, we're getting in contact with Alicia's dad. Alicia's dad. So the imagery I keep getting over and over and over in my mind's eye is, strangely enough, I don't know if he had a rod in his spine or like a metal contraption in his spine, but they keep just showing me that over and over again. So I don't know if that relates or anything or why they're showing it to me. I mean, this could be something hopefully not for you in the future. I'm not wishing that on you by any means. But it might be something that you need to keep an eye on if it's not something that relates to him. But that's what they keep showing me over and over again. It's like a rod in the spine, like a metal contraption in the spine. And that's never come up before with your dad. I've read you at least one other time, if not multiple other times. And I've never seen that come up for him before. That's why it doesn't feel like it's connected to him for whatever reason. You said, I don't know. But there's something there with it. So whatever comes through is what I got to give you, unfortunately, no matter if it's seemingly good or seemingly negative. I just have this feeling in the stomach as well. This feeling in the stomach to me is very much like, it's not a growl, it's not a stomach ache. It's very much like when I get nervous, I feel like it's like a nervous thing where my digestive tract may get slower or slow down. I may not feel as hungry. I may not eat as much. So this makes me feel like it's related to stress and how you may handle stress, even though we're trying to get into hold of your dad, but he's bringing that up. So if you're ever feeling like you're not really hungry or your appetite goes down or you like your digestive system slows, could have to do with how you handle stress. There's something here with signs. I don't know if you've been asking your dad for signs, but I just keep hearing she asks for so many signs, which keep doing it though. Keep him on his toes. Miss K, thank you so much. I got you. You're going to be after Carly, but keep doing it. Keep asking him for signs. Keep him on his toes. She goes, yes. LOL. I I think some of the signs you're asking for might be a little difficult for him at times, but he feels so freaking dependable. He feels like really the most dependable male in your life maybe was your father. You may have a brother coming through as well, not in spirit. He doesn't feel like he's a spirit. He feels like he's in the 3D. But he also may be dependable as well. But your dad was like the definition of dependable. So I feel like you're still keeping him accountable for his dependability with the signs here. He is showing me hearts right now. He's showing me hearts. So I don't know if you're asking for like, send me a heart if this is the right thing, or send me a heart if this is it, or things like that. Amber, thank you so much. You're going to be after Miss K. Thank you, Amber. But that is something he is showing to me is hearts, like the symbol of a heart. What he's requesting though, with the signs particularly, choose one sign to be his sign. Choose one sign. Don't tell him to do a bunch of different stuff because he's like, I don't know, it's so hard. So choose one sign. So if it's a blue jay, or if it's a cardinal, or if it's more of a badass bird like an eagle, because I was like, make it a badass bird. If he's going to be a bird, he's going to be a badass bird. He's going to be like an eagle or a hawk. Eagle feels more in alignment with him for whatever reason. But try to just ask for one sign. Like, this is our sign. When you're around, let me know. There feels like, it feels like you're really depending on him for answers for things that you may need to figure out on your own without a lot of assistance, which makes me feel like a big bummer. Honestly, like, it makes me feel like it's a big bummer. Like, I can't ask him for assistance all the time on the things I need. You can ask him for signs. You can ask him, like, is this right for me? Send me a sign, send me our sign, whatever that is. You get to decide it. You get to tell him what it is. But it's something about trusting yourself and like really, truly knowing that you are able to trust yourself. You have the answers within you. He can confirm or deny those, but he really wants you to start to trust yourself. And I feel like this is something he wanted even before his passing. Hi, Ali. Because it's like, there's something here that's exciting. That's really, really exciting. So this is our first off. We're continuing here. But it's something that feels like something that's brewing that's really exciting. And it's something you just have to play out. And it makes me feel like it has to do with a relationship. I feel like it's a continuation of our last one. Still here, just going to clock in, but I'm here. Okay. This feels like a continuation from the last reading we did. And I don't typically remember people's readings, but I feel like with you, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it did have to do with a new love relationship. And I feel like he's still bringing that in. But it does feel like this is something that has a lot of potential. It doesn't give me any bad vibes. It does hurt my lower back a little bit, but I feel like, honestly, it feels like this person might have bad posture. Like the person that you're wanting to engage with, it may have bad posture, and it could just be from that. It doesn't feel bad. It feels mostly exciting. It feels new. It feels almost like this person is going to have traits, or whoever you end up with is going to have traits that's going to remind you of your dad, not in a weird, creepy way, at all, but like in a way of like comfortability, of trusting, of like, having that bond with that person. It's going to be a different bond, but it's going to be a bond that is strong, like your bond with your dad was, and still remains to be. He seems like he's still a very big player in your life and still very active in your life. He makes me feel like you ask him a lot to come visit you in your dreams. And I feel like he does, but I feel like he comes in different forms. If this is a repeat message, I apologize. Because again, I don't really remember what was said in those readings, but it makes me feel like you do ask him to come in, and he doesn't always come in like dad form. Like he comes in animal form, or like the energy of somebody who doesn't look like your dad, but has the energy of your dad. Like that tends to happen in dreams as well. So just know, like, when you ask him to come in, he's coming in, but he's not always coming in as himself. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. Erica, thank you so much. Thank you, Erica. You're going to be after Amber. Paris, France, thank you for the rose as well. I saw 2, 3, 4. We're moving on up to the east side. So things are improving. Things are going. Okay. You're the only angel numbers I've seen so far. And you are now number 6 because I put you on twice because you donated twice. But I haven't seen any angel numbers. So things are progressing in your life. Things are going up. Are you showing me a green gardener snake? Like a snake that looks intimidating, but is not intimidating at all. Not poisonous, kind of cute, will live in your garden, will give you a heckin' fright if you weren't paying attention, but also like, oh, it's just a gardener snake. So things may seem surprising, but really they're there for a purpose. Snakes are there for a purpose, right? They're getting the like rodents off of your plant. So we actually do like a gardener snake in our garden. But this is a purpose. There's a purpose to that feeling of like, oh, surprise, shock and awe. And like, oh, okay, we're going to be comfortable. So there may be some surprising things that happen that are meant to come in. But whatever's going on with this person in your life, this relationship potential, it feels promising to me. It feels promising. You make me feel like really cutthroat with men, which, so they might fuck up and you'd be like, you want thin ice, you on the fence here. And then just, okay, we're done here once they fuck up again. So you might be somebody who's very quick to be like, I deserve better than you. So really, which I kind of really love. Keep men on their toes. But with this person, it feels, for whatever reason, it just feels promising to me. It just does. Especially if this person has anything that does remind you of your dad, like any mannerisms, any things that like come in, like, oh, my dad used to do something like that. That feels like your sign, like, yes, your dad is okay with this person. But you have limits, I feel like, and I feel like they're really good boundaries. Like no one's going to hit me. Nobody's going to disrespect me. Nobody's going to make me feel small. Like I like these boundaries that you have. And if you don't have these boundaries with men, get them, but it feels like you already do. But Alicia, I think your dad's just, to me, he just feels proud, but he does want you to start really trusting yourself. He is here to help and he is here to assist, but he can't give you all the answers. Okay. Simply because if you have all the answers, you're not going to really pass your test or learn anything, right? You'll pass your test, but you won't learn anything. So some of it's going to have to come from you. Okay. She goes, yes, I do. Have those good boundaries with the men. Thank you. You're welcome, Alicia. I hope that helps. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. My heart goes out to you. I'm so sorry for the loss of your dad, but he's still working. He's still working for you hardcore. So he has you, but pick one sign for him. And then have that be your sign. Audrey said, I wrote everything down. Good. Okay. Write it. Let me see it. Let me see what's going on with that person. With what they said about that other relationship reading we did. But Alicia, my heart goes out to you, my love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for submitting your $30 donation. Have a great day at work. And I still owe you one more reading. Okay. So have a great day at work and find me again. And I'll get that freebie to you. It's not really free. You already paid for it. I just didn't give it to you because I didn't realize. But you're very, very welcome. All righty. So who do we have next? We have Gemma next. And Audrey, I hope you don't get like filtered because I'm really intrigued by that story. And if you are getting filtered, if you can go on to YT, I was confused because everything else and other reads were positive. Was she asking you a lot of questions? Like this reader, was she asking you a lot of questions? But Gemma, let me know that you're here. Let me know what type of reading what type of reading we're doing while we're getting this information from Audrey, because it's very intriguing information. I'm like, spill the tea, Audrey, spill it. All right, Gemma, what type of reading are we doing? Psychic, mediumship, human design? Because that makes me feel like that reader was either not real, because there is scammers out here. That's why I always tell people, like, do not give your reader too much information. So I only ask for topic matters. I don't ask for too much. Oh, you're getting filtered. No. Go on to the tube, second link in the link tree. If you have the ability to live chat and see if it will come through the live chat. Because I want to know the tea. I want to know. You can also DM me later and we can talk about it privately, but like, I'm so intrigued. I'm so intrigued. And Gemma, I didn't receive your other comment here, so you might be filtered too. I don't understand TikTok at all. I don't understand the filtration system it has. It's wild. But yeah, general reading for Gemma. Okay, so Audrey is getting filtered. Type in the YouTube, even while I'm reading, I won't read it out loud. I will give thumbs up though. This is my sign that I got your comments on YT. But we'll read them after Gemma's general reading since we got Gemma on the horn right now. And guys, if anyone else is interested in a reading, $15 donation, 5-minute reading. Linktree link in the profile. I do Venmo, PayPal, or my website, Human Design with Melody. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. All right, Gemma, let's go. Your timestamp is 1 hour and 5 minutes. If you ever want to watch this reading again, it will be on the YouTube. Cass, I never got yours to come through, darling. Never got yours to come through. I got Miss K, but I didn't get yours, Cass. Oh, Cass, yes, I do. Yes, you're Miss K. Are you usually Miss K? Are you usually Miss K? Did you change your name on me? Okay, you changed your name on me. Okay. All right. So yes, I got you. I got you. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, darling. This is for Gemma. But you're going to be after Carly, Miss K. Spirit, what does Carly need to know? Sorry, what does Gemma need to know? Spirit, what does Gemma need to know? Spirit, what does Gemma need to know? What's going on for our friend Gemma? There's something here with feeling overwhelmed and maybe feeling overwhelmed and stressed at the same time. Because the imagery I have is like you sitting down and just being like, ugh, type of feeling where your hands are in your head is in your hands and you're just like, oh my God. And I do feel like taking a seat is actually going to be beneficial for you. Even though you might have a lot going on, even though there might be a lot of like overwhelming feelings, but like taking a beat, taking a break, taking a moment to reevaluate what is actually happening and prioritize what you need to prioritize. It makes me feel like it's going to be more manageable. It makes me feel like you're going to be able to have like a second wind to really deal with these issues and really recognize like what is your most important priority and what can you leave behind for the next however days until you get to it. That's how that feels to me. You are a bad bitch, period. Bad bitch energy. We have the Empress. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp. And that was a confirmation there for you, Gemma. So the Empress is the Empress is the mother of the tarot. She's also a creative figure. All mothers are creative because they're literally creating life, right? We're like women can literally, people with uteruses can literally create life. So this is something that you have to put value into yourself though, because she etched this Venus symbol into the stone heart. Venus is the planet of love, of course, but she's also a planet of value. Put that value into yourself. How do you value yourself? How do you give yourself self-care? How do you express yourself creatively? Because you are the prize, my friend, period. Period. Ooh, then we got the Hierophant. Woo! Oh, I love this, Gemma. Hell yeah, dude. So we do have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the leader of traditional things like traditional relationships, traditional religions, like traditional stuff. She's also a role model. She is very grounded. She has her feet firmly planted in the dirt. She communes with spirit. She communes with the spiritual realm, but she does it in a way where she really imparts wisdom on others. So there is something here that you are learning here through your trust in spirit, trust in religion, whatever it is, trust in yourself as well. Because again, we have the high priestess who's putting value into herself. So you have good, valuable advice to give. I will say, in order for your advice to be received, I definitely think you need to be asked. I don't think you need to just like give your advice or like this is what I'm seeing, this is my observation. I think you being asked to share is going to be a lot more valuable here. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is where you put a lot of work into something and you don't receive a hell of a lot out of it. But the beauty of this card is that you are able to pivot. You are able to see where the mistakes laid, where I went wrong, how I planted the seed and I gave it too much water, or I planted the seed and I never gave it any other nutrients that it needed. I planted the seed and I kind of neglected it, right? And I didn't get everything that I needed. So there is hope in this card that you get to say, yes, this didn't really work out, but you know what? I'm going to try again. I'm going to go back to the drawing board. See that drawing board? Going back to the drawing board. And I'm going to make sure that I know exactly what I'm doing. So the next time I plant a seed, it's going to be abundant. It's not going to be a lack mindset. So you may be going back to the drawing board. You may be figuring some things out. Remember how I said in the beginning, before I even pulled any cards, like my head was in my hand, and I felt really overwhelmed. I needed to sit down. I needed to reevaluate what was the most important things. That's what the drawing board is. Right? That's what the drawing board is. She's evaluating how she can do her things, how she can get better at her craft even, and prioritizing what needs to be prioritized. That is what's going to fill your cup. That is what's going to fill your cup. The Knight of Cups is saying, hey, I don't have enough in my cup right now, but we are walking as slowly as we need or as fast as we need, depending on what the situation needs. And then we're going to go to this river where I have consistent access to fill this cup. You cannot spill from an empty cup. You cannot paint without any canvas. You cannot paint without any paints, right? So get to your happy spot and do your self-care routines. And that is what's going to even you out. That's what's going to bring balance back into your life. That overwhelming feeling is going to be balanced. Okay, because you can't take away anxiety. Anxiety is a literal instinct we have to say danger's afoot, danger somewhere. So just know, like, that's never going to go away fully, but the overactiveness, the overwhelmed feeling, that's going to even out. The more that you put your self-care into yourself, you take your time and evaluate what needs to be evaluated, and you realize the things you were doing weren't completely what you needed, then you're going to really have this advice, this wisdom. Ashlyn, I got you. Thank you so much, that you're going to be able to really go with and get this wisdom into you and to others when asked. So Gemma, I hope that helped. I didn't see any of your comments, so I don't know if you got filtered or not. But I do hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sending in your donation of $15. I really appreciate it, and I really do hope that made sense for you and that resonated. Alrighty, so perfect. Thank you. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Gemma. All right, Carly, my girl, we have you at 6 minutes for being a subscriber, a paid subscriber on the Clock app. Thank you, Carly. What type of reading are we doing for you, my love? I know you're on the YT. At least you was. Yeah, no, you said you were back. Okay, yeah, you're still here. You're still here. After Carly, we have Miss K. I'm just going to keep calling you Miss K if that's okay. Then we have Amber. I can call you Kaz. It's not a big deal. Kaz, Amber, Erica, then Ashlyn. All right, perfect. She doesn't mind it if I call her Miss K. Woo! Words are hard. Carly, girl, let me know that you're here, darling. Let me know what type of reading we're doing. Thank you, Cass, for the roses. Carly, did you put in the comment section? You don't typically do that, but no, you can't because you did it in the website. Oh, it was 3 and 6. Thank you for the 9 roses there, Kaz. I appreciate it. Carly, I'm going to give you another couple of seconds here. If I don't hear from you, we are going to move on to Kaz. Otherwise, you're never off the list ever. I'm going to just keep calling your name till you get here, but we will keep the list moving because we got some people who are waiting. So I'm going to give you just a couple. I'm going to give you like 30 more seconds, love. And then Miss K, Kaz, I know you put your comment there, so I'm going to pull that up while we're waiting because I'm going to need it anyways, regardless of anything. All right. Kaz, let's go ahead and do your reading here. Thank you. Carly, we're going to wait on your reading here. We're going to make sure you get your reading, but we're going to move on to Kaz. Kaz, I did see that you were looking about details with an S, about wow, did I just have a stroke? Distancing themselves. Wow. So let me know that you, I see that you're here. Distance, right? I could not say that word. All right, let's go for it. Elizabeth, thank you so much. I got you. You are going to be after Ashlyn. Thank you, Elizabeth. You got this, girl. Thank you, Erica, for your confidence in me. I appreciate you. All right, Elizabeth, I got you. Hi, Nella. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Kaz. Ooh, Audrey, we're going to talk about that in just a second, love. Christy Lee, thank you for the follow. Your timestamp is 1 hour and 16 minutes here, Kaz, if you ever want to rewatch this reading. Spirit, what does Kaz need to know about S distancing himself? What does Kaz need to know about S distancing? What does Cass need to know about S and distance? What does Cass need to know about S and distance? What does Cass need to know about S and distance? Today, I can't say that word. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I can't say it. Lord. Why do I feel like I want to shake? Like, I'm not shaking, but like I have the feeling in my body like I want to shake. Almost like this is super nerve-wracking. Like, and confusing. I get a lot of confusion here as well. Like, there's not full clarity. There's not closure. It just feels like almost like I've been ghosted in a way, but also hearing from them sporadically comes in as well. So it's like you'll text him, don't hear anything from days. He'll come in and be like, hey, you good? You're like, yeah, text him back. Don't hear from him for days. Like, it just feels like this really inconsistent ghosting that is happening. And to me, it makes me feel on edge. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel like, what did I do? Like, what did I do here? And I honestly don't think anything has to do with you. She goes, exactly. I don't think anything has to do with you. I feel like whatever's going on here with S, it's something that's going on with them. And I'm not tapping into their energy without their consent. And that's just not what I do. But it feels like their mind changed. It just simply feels like their mind changed and they don't know how to tell you. And I feel like for them, it's easier to pretend like it's not a big deal than to actually confront and actually be a human being, because that's a human being thing. It's not a man thing. It's not a woman thing. It's be a good human and tell me that this is not going to work. Don't keep me on the line and keeping me back and forth, juggling these emotions. Yes, I saw your comment on YouTube. Audrey, we're going to talk about it in just a second. Because we're going to see. I have thoughts. But the Two of Pentacles is that evening out between the two, back and forth. Like, does he love me? Does he not? I get I get very much like picking petals off of flowers. Like, he loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Like, just trying to get any answers here. Let's see what else is going on. You have very interesting cards. You have 2 major arcana cards. So there is some things going on that we're going to talk about first. Because I feel like the cards actually go like this. Okay, so we have Temperance and the Hanged One. I want to talk about them both together because Temperance is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the natural ruler of the 9th house. And we're talking about distance, right? And the distance between you. Even though it's emotional distance. Thank you, Spirit. They confirmed that I put the cards right. Thank you. But Sagittarius is known to kind of fly the coop. They cannot be caged. They need freedom. That's why they're the archer. They need that freedom. They need the nature. They need all of it. Okay, Carly, you're behind. Get to live. Oh no, you're way behind. I'm gonna have to talk to you. Oh, Carly. I'm so sorry, love. You're so behind. But we have Temperance here. Temperance is, again, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is always on the move. They're always traveling. They always need freedom, okay? And you may be seeing that right now. You may having that actualization of like, I don't think I can pin this guy down. I don't think I can pin him down because he needs the freedom. And I need somebody who is going to take care of my needs, is going to be a true partner, who is going to be, hi, Layla, who's going to be somebody who is really, really, really on my side, who is really benefiting from me, things like that. So, or I'm benefiting from them. It's a partnership. It's 2 to tango, right? So you may be seeing things like this is too uneven. This is too flighty for me to really engage with. Now, Sagittarius is a fire sign. We do have the King of Wands, which is a fire sign person. Traditionally, Leo can be Sagittarius or Aries, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This is a card, you can see he's wanting to get off their throne. Like their throne is like no longer something they want to sit. They may have ADHD, like I gotta go. But really they're undoing their, Carly, honey, I saw, hold on, I'm gonna pause this really quickly. Carly, I saw you. You are behind. You're really, really behind. You're not live on YouTube because I called you at least 5 minutes ago. And I'm seeing that I'm here, General. Can you see me? But you can't hear my responses yet because you're really behind on the live on YouTube. So that's what was happening there, my love. We still have 43 seconds on this live and 2 more cards to read. You're going to be right after this, but we did have to skip you for the moment. But we're going to get you right after this. So bear with me for just another couple seconds, okay? Maybe another minute. But the King of Wands is somebody who needs to get up. They need to take action. They're also very transformative. They're very creative. They're very much like, I have to transform. Call came in. Okay, I understand. Then we have the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So the more that you realize, like, this is this person, they need a lot of flight, and that maybe not how they can take care of you or what your needs are, you're going to figure out what your needs are. You're going to figure out how to take care of yourself, give yourself self-care, get you this cup filled from this river. And then we have the happily ever after. You have to make sure that you are with somebody who is filling your cup and not making you feel like shit, you know. Is things going to be normal? Normal is such a relative question is the only thing here. There is really no such thing as normal. Everyone's normal is completely different than the next person's normal. So really you make up the rules to normality, but I think things are going to improve for you. I think things are going to improve for you when you see this person for exactly who they are and not who you want them to be. And they are a flight risk. All right. This person is a flight risk. So know what you want. Care about yourself. Put work into you and your self-care. And that's when your happily ever after is going to exist. Instead of putting all the eggs in S's basket, you can still put some eggs in there, but really concentrate on you and your happiness. And that's going to make the Sagittarius energy very happy as well. Be like, okay, they don't rely on me for everything. I can't be like, Sagittarius can't really be relied on for everything, even though they're great entrepreneurs, even though they're great entertainers, like they need help. And they can't be relied on for everything. They need to delegate. So if they know they can trust that you aren't going to put everything on them, they're going to feel much more comfortable with you. Okay. But they are a flight risk. That's what the cards are saying. That's what I got with the download. So is everything going to be normal? Unfortunately, normal is different for everyone. I don't think this is going to be something that's going to be like we sit down and we hermit and we just watch on the like TV on the couch and our life is boring. Like this person makes me feel like they need more excitement in their life. They need more travel in their life. They need more things to do in their life. So just know if that's going to compare with you and if that's what you want. Hi, Springtime. I know you told me your name and I can't believe I forgot it. Did I put it on my other page? Springtime, will you tell me your name again? I'm so sorry. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Carly, let's go ahead. We already got 6 minutes on your timer. What type of we're going to do a general reading for you. Clara. Yes, Clara. All right, I have you written down. I'm not going to forget again. Miro, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link. Oh, is not. Oopsies. Is now pinned to the top of the live chat. Sorry about that. I should have done that an hour and 20 minutes ago. Melody. My name's Melody. All right. So, Carly, we're going to do your general reading. No, don't apologize. You're fine. One, you didn't know you weren't live. So, I apologize for making you feel at all like I was ignoring you. I would never ignore you. But always make sure when you're on YouTube and if you put your computer down, like the screen down, or you pause it, it doesn't just go live like it does here. You literally have to press the live button to get back to live. But Carly, your timestamp is 1 hour and 25 minutes. So let's see what's going on for our friend Carly. Carly's a paid subscriber on TikTok. So they are getting a 6-minute reading. All right, Spirit, this is for our friend Carly. Spirit, what does Carly need to know? What does Carly need to know? What does Carly need to know? Exactly, except I'm older. It was the second movie. That's actually my second sister's favorite movie of all time is Little Mermaid. And then I infiltrated the second movie. It was funny when we were kids. Carly, first and foremost, I feel in my body like this excitement that it wants to come out, this like, and it's in my chest as well. It's almost like my heart kind of wants to pop out of my chest a little bit, but I just feel this, like this opportunity, this change coming in that is very, very, very beautiful. Oh, thank you, Clara. It just makes me feel like there's something here that's going to, it almost makes me feel like there's a lot going on as well at the same time. I know it's contradictory, but I feel excited, but also like I want to clam up at the same time. Like everything's excited, but I don't know what's going on and I don't know how to start and I don't know where to start and it's scary to start. Something like that is coming in. So it's okay to be contradictory. I am a walking contradictory. We all are. That's part of the human experience. It's overwhelming, right? That's how it is. Like, and it feels it in the chest. So you may have some anxiety issues. Make sure it's not anything heart related. That could be as well, but I do feel like it's more anxiety than heart issues, period. But I always like to give precautions. Girl, you literally just got this card. You got a freebie earlier and you literally just got this card. Wild bananas. So again, there's something coming in that's more of the same that you're like, no, I don't want that. I don't want more of the same. I want something different. I want something different. I want to be heard. I don't want to feel like I have to stay here with my arms crossed. I want something changing for me. Okay. I want something that is very powerful. Very interesting. All right. We got 2 9s here. But we're going to talk about them in a second. First, we're going to talk about the 5 of Pentacles. So this could be a moment of feeling out in the cold and desolate. Money may not be coming in as much as before. People may be wanting to be really limited with what they want to spend. I feel like it's uncertainty, and it feels like it's not you, it's global matters. It's like, especially in America, it's us. It's what's happening in the White House. It's what's happening with tariffs. It's what's happening with the stock market. So I feel like with all of that, you may be getting less clientele, or you may be getting people who are wanting less services. So this is something that is very, very, very scary and nerve-wracking, right? It's scary and nerve-wracking. You're like, this is my livelihood. Like, this is how I take care of my family. This is how I take care of myself. This is how I take care of, everything in my life. And it's like, I don't want you to live in fear. Thank you, Spirit. But I can feel like the overwhelming feeling right here. Absolutely. And also the feeling in my chest, like, what's really funny is really the 10 came out afterwards. So like the feeling of like, but excitedness comes like literally right here. But we're going to talk about them in a minute. 9, you have 2 9s. Okay. You have the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. 9s are things coming to fruition, getting ready for the next chapter. Because 10 is a chapter ending so that a new beginning can come in, right? But 9s are like packing. Like you're packing your luggage. You're getting ready to go on the trip. You're getting ready for the next chapter. But don't go in with a lack mindset or a scarcity mindset. Even though, like right now, you do have reason to think that. But I want you to manifest. I want you to manifest. I want you to manifest because it is your choice on how you handle this. It's your choice on how you go and proceed. Do you raise your rates a little bit? Do you give discounts instead of raising your rates so that people feel comfortable being in the salon right now and feel comfortable getting their hair done and you can get your seat filled? Are you doing promotions right now? Because again, we need people in my seat. We need people to get their nails done. We need to get their hair done. We need to get their beauty standards going, right? Well, not standards, but their beauty, their services, their beauty services going. So just know, like, it is your choice, but you have opportunities. You can give those discounts. You can give those promotions. You can do a lot of different things. Look up on the internet different techniques to promote, but also be able to know what your limit is. How much of a discount are you able to give without it severely impacting you? Because really right now, it feels like having a person in my seat is better than having nobody in my seat. But the 9 of Wands is here. Whatever you're going to do, you're going to be all right. You're going to learn. You're going to learn. You're going to learn. It's going to put you in full alignment. Yes, you're going to have a little bit of like, things are tough. Things are rough. Yes, it's out of my control because it is. It simply is out of your control. But you're going to be able to handle it beautifully. Beautifully. Okay. So with the 9 of Wands here, it's saying like these 8 wands, hold on. I know I just made no sense. I'm so sorry. The 8 wands behind the characters came in fast. The 8 of Wands is the fastest moving card in tarot, period. So things are coming in fast and they landed right where she is, right where this character is. She didn't know they were coming. This was out of the blue. This is unexpected. And now she's like damaged. She has her head bandaged. She has her head bandaged. She's like, what happened? And now she's healing. But this healing is putting her still in alignment. Then we have the 10 of Cups, happily ever after. So this is all going to be working for you, not to you. This is going to lead to a happily ever after. This is going to lead to your success. It's going to lead to the only rainbow in tarot. So you got this. But yes, it is going to be bumpy. Yes, it's going to be rough. And yes, people are going to try to get you to do something that you may not want to do, that you've done in the past that you're like, I no longer offer that, or I no longer do that. But people may be trying to really get you. Now, the people that you're offering discounts to or people you're offering promotions to, really stay firm. Like, this is the promotion. This is how much it is. Be very open. Be very honest. Do not let them haggle you, because I do feel like some people are going to haggle. And it's not for them to haggle. It's not for them to haggle. Okay? So Carly, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Steph. And I really hope this helps, my love. Thank you for your donation. And again, always for being a subscriber. Thank you, Melody. You're very welcome, Carly. All right, Amber, we got you right now. Then we have Erica. Then we have Ashlyn. Then we have Elizabeth. So guys, if you're interested in a reading, get your readings in now. Here's Amber. What type of reading are we doing for you? And then Audrey, she said she mentioned Andrew was jealous of me, that there was a third party, there was evil eye, that I would get hurt. Literally everything bad when other readers said I'd possibly marry him. So that tells me, Audrey, if you're still here, especially because I know we're trying to have this chit chat, that person either is a new reader and should not be reading, or Oh, are you wanting a love reading? I thought you were calling me love, Amber. I'm so sorry. You want a love reading. We'll get your love reading right now. He's either a new reader and should not be reading people or is a scammer, especially if they ask you a bunch of questions, especially if they were like nitpicking at you, things like that. She does bloodline stuff too. Bloodline stuff, like past lives? What? She a DNA test? I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. So just be cautious of any reader that's asking you questions. Okay, any reader that's asking you any questions. All right, but I want to talk more about this, but we do have a line here. I don't know what that was. That was crazy bananas. All right, Amber, let's go ahead and get your love reading underway. And if it's not love that you wanted, please correct me in the comment section, because I did take it as you were calling me love, because I call everyone love as well, and friend, and things. But I think it's just you're asking for a love reading. So did you see the question above? Okay, so no. So you are calling me love. Okay, perfect. I don't see the question. It did not come through. So, okay. Kind of trust my intuition, man. Trust my own intuition. And also, Audrey, did she read cards for you? Oh, your question's in the PayPal. That's right. So full disclosure, Amber, I don't believe in twin flames. I don't believe they're real. I think they're a man-made concept to really allow toxicity to come in, stalking, these really bad behaviors. But I do believe in soulmates, first and foremost. Soulmates are amazing. We love soulmates. Soulmates are here to teach us a lesson. So when we talk about twin flames on my channel, we're just going to talk about soulmates instead. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Amber's love reading. Fair enough. Juggling a lot of emotions with multiple people right now. All right, let's see what's going on. Woo! I feel hungry. Amber, are you eating? We're going to talk about it. Because whenever I feel hungry, whenever my stomach growls, which is not yet, but I feel extremely hungry, you're either needing to change your diet or you simply need to eat. So if you need to eat, take me with you. Go to your kitchen, get some fruit, get some snacks, get something, and chow down with me, my friend, so that your stomach is not feeling so hungry. And if you have ate, you may need to consider changing your diet to a little bit more greens, a little bit more balanced diet. All right, so this is for our friend Amber. Spirit, what does Amber need to know about love? Spirit, what does Amber need to know about love? Spirit, what does Amber need to know about love? What's going on for love with Amber? Woo! I feel like hot and bothered. Like my face, I feel like it's turning red. Like I feel all hot and bothered. Like, oh my gosh. Almost like recently, and it feels very recent to me, that I'm starting to get a lot of attention. Why you're probably juggling multiple people right now. And it feels like within the last 3 months, this is like juggling this person, and then this person came in, like, I kind of like you, I'm going to juggle you, and then you, and then I don't like you anymore, and then I like you now. And there's a lot here to it's almost like pick of the litter. It's almost like pick of the litter here. I don't know. It makes me feel like there's not much of a standout. I feel like there's one person that has potential, but they're not the biggest standout. And then there makes me feel that one person that's just so attractive that you're just how did I get such an attractive person? And I feel like you're gravitating more towards that person right now, but I don't feel like, they're a good time for now. Okay. Keep having fun, especially if this is resonating. You can let me know if this resonates or not. But if this is ringing true to you, have fun with that person. Okay. Have your fun with that person. It just doesn't make me feel like, they'll do anything but the fucking bare minimum. That person just makes me feel like bare minimum. So they may be good for a good time. You know what I mean. We have the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. So this is something that is given to you, right? You're receiving a gift here. Makes sense. He's dealing with his own stuff. Okay. But this is you receiving a gift, receiving your karmic rewards. And I feel like you being able to have like the pick of the litter, quote unquote, because that's what they said, pick of the litter, is a reward for you. This may be something that is not necessarily new to you, but also at like it may be even more intense than you may normally have. Shit. Yeah, that person you said he's dealing with his own stuff. I absolutely see it in the Five of Cups. They're dealing with something in the past, something that spilt their cup over. That is like, I had potential here and now it's all squandered. Instead of seeing the potential he actually currently has, they may be really focusing in on the things that happened to them in the past, which is not going to be serving any relationship with that person. But I do feel you're going to partner up with somebody. I do. It's somebody who's going to make you feel strong, somebody who's going to make you feel like, and it's all about feeling, right? It's like how they make me feel. They make me feel dependable. They make me feel like I can depend on them. They make me feel like they believe in me and they trust me and they know that I can do anything and they tell me that. Like it's somebody who's going to really gas you up, Amber. So that's the person that I think you're going to end up with, is the person that really gasses you up, that really is like, Amber, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, how you did your makeup was fabulous. Oh my God, those clothes fit you like a glove. Oh, it's so flattering. I know these are more girl things to say, like flattering and stuff. Because no man has ever told me that dress makes me look flattering. They do say like, oh, that's a very pretty dress. But somebody who's going to gas you up. I like that person to be your partner, to be somebody that you are actually in this with you. A soulmate level connection. This is a soulmate level card. All right. The Two of Cups is the relationship card, is the soulmate card. And that's exactly what we asked them for, right? The soulmate stuff. What's going on here? So there is somebody here that's a beacon of light in the darkness that is going to tell you like when danger's afoot, because that's what a lighthouse says, right? Lighthouse is like, hey, bitch, land is here. Hey, bitch, land is here. Hey, bitch, land is here. Like that is what it's for, to tell you like when you may be getting yourself into too much trouble or getting yourself into that. And you're doing that for them as well. All right. Somebody who's strong on land, but also very emotionally savvy as well. And this person is going to be somebody who really lifts you up, who really puts you in alignment, who will help you heal any of the wounds that you have inside, your traumas that you have inside. Is going to help you heal that. It is not their responsibility to heal you. It is your responsibility to heal yourself. But this person is going to gas you up so that you are absolutely strong enough to say, hey, I can heal from this. I'm not going to let my past dictate my future. And then the Six of Wands, which is the victory card. I love it. I love it so much. So there is somebody here that you are going to find and you're going to walk into the sunset with. This victory card, this person that's really saying like, you're a standout. And it's not the attractive person. That to me is just like the right now person, the wham bam, thank you, man person. You did a good job, sir, on me person. But that doesn't feel like this person. This feels like somebody who is a little bit more goofy, who's a little bit more fun, he's a little bit more creative, a little bit more fancy free. Maybe a Leo. Could be a Leo because this is the Leo card. But who's a little less serious, but also like just makes you feel seen and heard. So they are already in my life, though. It appears to me that they are. It may be somebody from your past, actually, but don't let the past dictate your future. But they are strong, okay? So there could be somebody from your past coming back in. So you may already know them. But they are going to really put you where you need to be. And they're going to like put you on that high horse. They're going to follow you. It's almost like the Juno quote. Like you want to find somebody who thinks the sun shines out of your ass. Your first love is back in your life. Ooh. Well, from childhood, my first everything, very interesting. Honestly, usually when I'm like, it's a past anybody, I'm like, no, it's not a past. But with them, I feel like enough time has passed where like you're adults now, like true adults. Maybe your frontal lobe is finally closed over the age of 25. And I feel like I feel okay about that. I feel good. I'm smiling. Like I feel good about it. So that is something that I think I would engage with if that is something that you are open to. Do what you feel in your body. Your body knows everything. Your body knows everything. So if you feel intrigued about this, you feel like, oh, I want to see what this goes, or I want to hang out with them again, or whatever's going on, there's something in that that's very intriguing to me, Amber. So I would play with that and see how that goes. And then let me know. Amber, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. If I didn't give you your timestamp before, I think it's like an hour 37, 38, something like that. I literally shake with him like shivers. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Oh, that's so great. Amber, I would go for it. I wouldn't be like, overwhelming, but I'd be like, hey, you think you want to like go get dinner with me? You want to go see a movie with me? You want to fucking hang out with me, bro? Like, see what's going on. Amber said, thank you. I love it. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy. All right, we are going to move on, but thank you, Amber, for your donation. I really do appreciate it. I'm so glad that this resonated with you. I'm so excited for you. All right, we're going to move on to Erica. Then we have Ashlyn. Then we have Elizabeth. If you want to be on the list, $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website. Human Design with Melody is how you get there. All right, Erica, let me know that you're here. Let me know what type of reading we're doing for you. I'm here. I left my backstory on the checkout notes. Okay. Sometimes the notes don't come through. And also, I just want to give you a heads up. Don't give any psychic too much information, okay? Yeah, the notes did not come through. I don't know why the notes are not coming through. This is crazy bananas. So what I can do is I'm going to inbox you. I'm going to say hi. And then I'm going to yell it apparently because the I got capitalized as well. And then you can just put in the comment or in the inbox there what your question was, because for whatever reason, the notes didn't come through. That's been happening for like a while now too, unfortunately. I'm just taking a look here. Maybe if I scroll over or something. No. So strange. I got to figure something out. I got to play with my website for a while. Let's see what's going on there. All right, Erica, if you did not get the hi by now, check in your spam folder. That could be as well, because it looks like it came in through an email. So check your spam folder, or you can just head on to the website, and you should be able to just see that I commented it to you or sent you a message, an inbox, something like that. Oh, no. I want a general reading. Okay, perfect. Let's go for it. Let's do the general. Ash, it's a room. It's my sunroom. You can see that is a chair. That is part of our entertainment system. That is a curtain. And these are the actual windows. It's an add-on to the house. So this used to be the outside window. And then they added on to the house before my partner bought it. And then everyone gets confused by that. Everyone gets confused by it. Sometimes my partner will come home and people are like, somebody entered your house. Or sometimes the cats. Yes, Jessica, my list is still open. Yes. Sometimes the cats, we have 4 cats, will pop in and out through the window. So, yeah. People are like, oh my God, a stray's in your house. No, they live here. It's their house. All right. So Okay, so I had a reading with you February 20th, where Spirit told me I desperately needed to relax, retreat to a forest. You specifically mentioned to take a break that weekend or the following, that I needed to relax 4 to 5 days. Well, I could not relax that weekend, and the following weekend on the dot, I had a near-death experience. Oh, wow. I went into respiratory failure. I was in the hospital for 5 days, and I'm happy to say that I have recovered, rested, and relaxed. Well, that's one way to do it, my friend. Lordy. I'm looking for a general reading of how to move on from this traumatic event. So what's next for me? Okay, let's go for it. Well, first and foremost, Erica, I'm so glad you're still here. I'm so glad you're still with us. That is a wild bananas that happened. But you know what? Spirit said Erica's going to sit her ass down. Even in the most traumatic way, period. All right. So your reading is going to start at 1 hour and 49 minutes. So if you ever want to rewatch it, do it. All right, so let's see how can Erica move on from her near-death experience. Spirit, what does Erica need to know about this near-death experience and how to move on from it? Spirit, how can Erica move on from this near-death experience? I know I'm asking in several different ways. I don't know why. It comes out differently every time. But Spirit, what does Erica need to know about this near-death experience and how to move on from it? They make me feel like it's a whole system overhaul. That's their word, system overhaul. So the system being your body, right? Your body is made up of all sorts of different systems. There is your respiratory system. There is your pulmonary system. There's your blood, all sorts of different systems. Digestive, I don't know why I'm trying to name them all for no reason. But it's like a reset to the whole system. And almost like reevaluating life comes in as well, like as a whole. Like, am I where I want to be? How do I get, you're getting them all right. Okay, wonderful. You're like, where do I go from here? How do I proceed? It's almost like I have to reevaluate everything and say, you know what? You're no longer worth my time because life has created me to do something different than this here. So this has ended. I'm going to go forth on this. It's like taking steps in the right direction. Okay. She goes, yes. So I do think taking life in the right direction is going to be really valuable for you. And not being afraid to say, hey, this is no longer for me. This is no longer for me. This is no longer what I want. And being proud that you're saying no to it, because there is a strength in the word no. There's a strength in saying, this is what I want. This is not what I want. There's strength in both of those and all of those. So just know, like, you are strong enough to dictate what it is that you want. And almost like I feel freed from this near-death experience. Not like I'm free from the near-death experience, but I'm free from the trivial concerns of life, because I have a new perspective on life. So I'm no longer going to let the trivial affect me as much as possible. Jessica, thank you so much. Thank you. I got you. We have the Two of Wands here, the overthinking card, right? Over contemplation, can't stop thinking, getting out of my head. This to me, though, it's almost like I can't stop thinking the events that led up to the NDE. Like, what led up to the NDE is something that I keep recirculating in my mind, and really focusing on relaxation, really focusing on self-care, really focusing on the self. Absolutely and exactly, she says. This is a new opportunity for you to fill your life how exactly you want it. The Ace of Cups being here as the first card that I pull is wild bananas, because this is saying you get to create the life you want. This person is so fulfilled with life that this cup created this lake. This lake wasn't here before this cup was overfilled. And this is overfilled because we are creating the life we want. Creativity, love and emotions, relationships, and also intuition and spirituality. That's what the cups are. That's what they all are. Okay. You get to create your life exactly how you want it to be. Let's see what those other cards are. We got 4 more cards to pull. You're no longer going to play around with those things. Like I was saying before, the things that are no longer supposed to be in your life, the things you don't want anymore, you are not playing with them. You are saying, hey, I am evolving from people telling me what I deserve and what I want, even though I have everything that they're telling me that I need. I'm cutting that off. I'm transforming. I am the beautiful butterfly, the beautiful butterfly. Let me know what movie. I say it every day. It's one of my stems. But you are rising up. This is an Aquarius naturally, but it could also be Libra or Gemini, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. But they are leveling up regardless of astrology. This is you saying, hey, I don't want what you're presenting. In fact, I'm going to lead to the clouds and I'm going to find my truth. I'm going to find my voice. I'm going to find what I want, what inspires me. I'm going to find it. And you are going to find it without a doubt in my mind, because we have the abundance card. This is going to lead to your abundance. This emotional abundance could even bring financial abundance to you. Saying, I'm acting on what I actually want. I'm not buying into anyone else's noise about what I should do. And I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do, because that is where I'm going to be the most successful. That's where I'm going to be the most freeing. That's where I'm going to be the most authentic self of me. And I'm going to rule my own life. I'm going to really take the the bull by the horns, if you will, even though this is Aries. So we're taking the ram by the horns, and we are going to really initiate. Aries is the first house of self, is the very first sign in the zodiac. This is initiation. This is saying, I'm initiating what I want and I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to let anyone stop me. I'm going to put the plan into action. I'm going to work on the self. I'm going to concentrate on the self. I'm going to be as selfish as I fucking want to be, because it's my life and I'm the only one living it. So I'm going to be selfish and I'm not going to feel bad about it, because I only have this one life to live and I have this cup to create whatever it is that I want. So Erica, I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. I hope it resonated. And thank you so much for being here still. Preach. Everything is so clear to me. Good. This is an opportunity for you to live the life that you always wanted without fear. Okay. Keep relaxing. Keep chilling out. Keep, doing the things that you need to do for self-care, because it's vital to everybody, not just you, but specifically you, so that you can really go off. But don't overthink things. Go with the flow. All right. Mwah! I love you, Erica. I'm so happy you're still here with us. And for those of you who did not comment, or maybe you got filtered, beautiful butterfly is a quote from A Bug's Life. Okay. We're moving on to Ashlyn. Is it worth the wait? That's for you guys. Crowd, will you let Erica know your honest opinions? Is it worth the wait? I don't care. Just because it's my comments, you tell them the truth. Okay, you tell them the truth. Ash is here. We're going to do a career reading. Ash said yes. You give them your true opinions on it. All right, Ashlyn, let's go ahead and we're doing some cleansing breaths right here. Spirit, this is for Ashlyn. So I don't know if other people got filtered or not. That's something that does happen, Amanda. But it's up to you and what you want, if you think I'm worth the wait or not. Hopefully other people will give their opinions, but I think they're being filtered, to be honest with you. Because nobody but Ash came through. We've had some people in here who have been waiting, so. But, if you don't want to do a reading by me, that's okay. I'm not going to take offense to it. That's no big deal. I want you to feel called to whoever you want a reading from. Oh, Jessica, thank you. She says absolutely worth the wait. I love you, Jessica. Thank you so much. All right, Ashlyn, we're calling you in. We're going to see what should Ashlyn know about career. Ooh, I feel so stressed out. Oh, Ash is literally the only reader I trust. She always spot on and hilarious. Thank you. Thank you for seeing me, Ash. I appreciate you. But you like, I do feel stressed out immediately though about career for you. I feel it in the top of my head here, where it almost feels like I want to like. It's so strange. Nightmare Before Christmas. The mad scientist, when he created his own partner, he's like, we'll have conversations worth having, and gives her half her brain and then closes it. Like, that's the kind of thing that I'm seeing here. It's like I feel like I could fill my own head with information that I want or what I need. But right now, career feels very stressful here. What should she know about career, Spirit? What should she know about career? What should she know about career? I feel it like all over. I feel it in my shoulders. I feel it in my chest. So you can confirm or deny if you are feeling the stress at work. But just know things are bound to improve. The King of Pentacles being here, it's bound to improve. Take it in stride right now. The stresses that you may feel, that I'm feeling in the body, and oh golly, I wasn't referring to you. Oh, Amanda, I'm sorry. I thought you were. I get people who are like, she's not real, things like that. So I apologize, Amanda. I apologize for that. That's so funny. But Ashen, there is things that's going to improve here. Okay. So if you own your own business, if you are a higher up, like a boss, a manager, a CEO type, things are they're going to be okay, because that's the richest king in the deck, period. And we're starting off with him. So we'll see what the other cards are. You're rebuilding. That's what I get. These 2 4s just make me feel like I'm rebuilding. I'm either rebuilding the structures in which I want to work under. Maybe I have my own business and I'm reevaluating it. Holly, thank you for the roses. But there is something that I am taking a moment on, because somebody's presenting me with something and it says over it on her shirt. I'm going to show YouTube right now, because you can actually read it on YouTube. You can't read it on TikTok, unfortunately, but her shirt literally says the words over it. She's being presented with more of the same. It's not what she wants. She's going to take a break. But this is a time for you to reevaluate. Okay. How do you get structure? When we talk about 4, we're talking about structures. We're talking about 4 legs of a table, stability and strength. But we need to reevaluate how to get that. So we're taking a pause. We're taking a break. I don't think you were fired. I don't think you were fired. But I do feel like you may be on the verge of quitting, on the verge of saying, like, fuck it, I'm kind of over this. Because there might be somebody who's really up your ass. We have the King of Wands here. King of Wands, though, is so transformative. They are fire. All wands are fire. Simply think of a bonfire. We start with logs, we end with ash, right? It is so transformative, but they're ready for this transformation. They're ready to get off their throne. They're ready to take off. They're ready for the next chapter. They're ready for the next thing. So that's what this is. You getting ready for the next thing. You reevaluating what's not working. We had no money, so we closed. It was a daycare. Oh, you poor thing. But you are reevaluating some things, okay? You are going to start something again. Okay, you're going to start something new. You may have to go and get some education about it, but the pages are all new. They're newbies. They're starting something new. There is something new that you are going to start. Okay, and that's exactly why I feel stressed out and why I feel like my brain needs to be filled with something new as well. Because remember, I had that imagery of like basically a hinge on the back of the skull and just like opening your brain, just like The Nightmare Before Christmas. But this new venture is going to bring stability. You're going to be able to structure it exactly how you need to structure it. And the daycare to me just makes me feel like that was a dream and a hope that you were going to be successful with. And I don't necessarily want to give up on that. But I just like with the economy right now and people afraid and people not really spending money, they could be using daycare elsewhere. So that could be a service that kind of gets put by the wayside. But this new beginning is going to lead to success, period. This new beginning, this new thing that you're studying, you're getting the information on, you're figuring out how to structure it, right? Where it comes in, it's going to be success. Is it not? It's not here yet. You can see the sailboats. They are in the harbor. They are not yet to port. So they are coming in. The success is coming in, but you do have to make the steps necessary to make sure that what you're doing next has that structure, has that oomph to it, the marketing to it, the work into it, all of that, like pouring into it, and you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful. All right. It's going to come in, but there is something you need to reevaluate. There is something you need to figure out and something you need to transform so that you can actually get to this success here. I'm so sorry that you had to close that daycare, Ashlyn. I'm so sorry, love. But I do feel like this is an opportunity. You know, you can, yes, I think I've been thinking about getting my CDA. Ooh. But yes, daycare is extremely expensive and low paying, right? It doesn't make any sense how expensive it is, but also does because there's so much needs in daycare. Like your kids that you're taking care of may need diapers, may need formula, may need snacks and food. They need chairs and tables and play sets and mats and, you know, coloring books and, you know, all this stuff. It's super expensive. It's super expensive just to raise kids in general. Sorry about that. I got them calling me. I got them spammers. But there is something you are going to reevaluate. And the CDA feels very exciting. It feels very, very like I get like a new breath of air coming in, a fresh breath of air coming in. So Ashlyn, I hope this helps. I hope this gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. You're going to reevaluate. You're going to be fine. Okay. You're going to start again and it's going to be successful. You got this. You got this. That's what the card said. And I always believe in the cards. I do. My heart goes out to you, love. You're going to be all right. All righty. We are going to move on here with Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, if you're interested in you already have a reading. I don't know what I was going to say. Elizabeth, I got you. It is your turn. What type of reading are we doing for you? That's what I meant to say. After Elizabeth is Jessica. And after Jessica, we don't have anyone else. It's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile. Venmo, PayPal. And my website, Human Design with Melody. Yes, Ladybug. You can absolutely still get on the list. It's only about a 10-minute wait. All right. So we have Elizabeth, who is here. It looks like it's a sending love. So thank you for sending me your love. Are you wanting to do a love reading as well? Because honestly, that's such a good way to like say your thing, what you're wanting, because sending love is just like, oh, we just giving you some love. Here you go. So that's a good way to do that on PayPal. But let me know what type of reading, if it is a love reading or if it's a different type of reading. It's your $15. It's your time. You just let me know what you want. Hey, Steph girl, what up? And we got time. We got time today. It's going to be on still for about another hour. General, perfect. And we only have 2 people on the list, so it's only about a 10-minute wait at this time. All right, let's go ahead and do some cleansing breaths. Hannah, it's a $15 donation. You're going to find the link in the link tree. So you're going to click on my picture here. You're going to click on my picture again, curious on divorce. Okay, so it was some love in there, just love that went away. But yeah, so you send in your donation through the Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website. That's the first link. You can also do a private reading from there as well. Hi, Wendy Sue. How are you? All right. So would you like me to call you Liz instead of Elizabeth? Real quick, because somebody did not yell at me, but I always take it as yelling. I'm like, please don't say my whole name. And Hannah, thank you for the follow. So if you want me to if you prefer me to call you Liz, sorry, that's a me problem. I don't know what's going on with my tongue. If you prefer me to call you Liz, I will. If you don't care, that's fine too. But just let me know here while we do some cleansing breaths. Either is fine. Okay. No problem. I'll probably say Elizabeth. Spirit, this is for Elizabeth. Spirit, what does Elizabeth need to know about love and their divorce? Oh, Spirit, what does Elizabeth need to know about love and their divorce? Spirit, what does Elizabeth need to know about love and their divorce? Yes, Wendy Sue, you can get your sub reading. You're going to be after Jessica, though, because Jessica's been waiting for a minute. Elizabeth immediately, it immediately feels really heavy. We'll get there. We'll see what comes through. But immediately feels heavy in the body. It feels, oh my gosh, it feels like you've been through so much with this fucking person, and this person just like, they feel narcissistic to me. So I feel like you maybe were married to a narcissist. If not, it's an avoidant, but I think narcissist. Yep, she said. They just feel so like grody. They make my ears hurt. Like, I don't know if he yelled a lot, but he makes my ears hurt. I think you divorcing this person is absolutely the right call. I really do, because the way that he just, the way your energy is making my energy feel, and like the feeling in the ear, when you're listening to something so loud, it almost feels like you're gonna hear like an extra like type noise. Like, that's how it feels. It's almost like I'm afraid for him to be around the kids. Not afraid in the term like he's gonna hurt the kids, but afraid of his like a continued abuse towards you. So like making you pay through the kids type of thing. Because I can't figure it out on here. Hannah, give me just a moment. Click my picture twice. Click my picture twice. So click here, click there. It should be able to show you the profile right from there. The link should be on there. But bear with me for just a moment. We are on a timer right now. So just give me just one moment. But it almost feels like you're going to be fine. You're going to be victorious, period. 6 of Wands is here. This is the card of victory. So whatever's going on, you may get, I don't think you're going to get alimony or spousal support. You might get it with what is it? Child support. I feel like you're going to try to do like I think you're going to have the kids the majority of the time, but I do feel like he's going to have the rights to the kids as well. So I do feel like custody is going to go more your way, but I do feel like they're going to be in his life. But I do feel like you're going to get some spousal support, but I don't feel like you're going to get a super a lot because of the child support. There's something like that coming through. You got the kids with special needs. So yes, I need support. But I don't know if you're going to get exactly what you're hoping for. I think you're going to get less than what you're hoping for. But we do have the happily ever after card, the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups here. Wow. What other cards? Wow. This is going to happen quick. Girl. I'm so sorry for that cough. But everything's going to work out. Everything is going to work out. I do feel like this man is going to try to punish you still. Because he wants to control you, and you told him to fuck off with that control. Like, you can't get me anymore. Fuck you. But everything's going to work out. We have the happily ever after card, the only rainbow in tarot. We have 2 kids here playing. You may even find somebody else here to really help you in your life. I feel like if you do get married, though, spousal support will end. And I do feel like if you do get in a relationship, he'll also try to fight that for spousal support. So be aware that he's probably going to fight you and take you to court a lot. He just makes you feel very litigious. But the 4 of Wands is here. Springtime. Springtime's right now. This is success in springtime. Something coming in very, very, very fast. Very fast. So you're going to get your answer. He is an attorney. Oh, okay. So he is very litigious. Okay. All right. I'm so glad that made sense. But I do feel like he's going to try to get you tooth and nail. I really do. Anytime you get a spouse, anytime you get a partner, anytime things are like change, he's going to take you right back to court. So be prepared for that. But I think you're going to be victorious. I really do. Success in springtime. This happening fast, fast, fast. He's probably, being an attorney, he's probably expediting this as well. So that's probably why it's going so fast. And I think I'm talking really fast, so I apologize for that. I'm going to try to slow my roll here. But then we have the Page of Pentacles, new beginnings where you feel much more solid, much more feet on the ground, much more firm. Like you have this, you're going to be learning a lot as well through this. You're going to be learning a lot. You might end up with a law degree at some point with how the things you're going to go through with the law. Like that's how it feels. Like, I don't think you're actually going to go to law school. I think you're like, oh, I know the law because I've been through the system. But then we have the 9 of Wands. This is a card of healing. This is a card of an alignment. This is a card of things ending, things like you basically packing a bag to start a new chapter, start your vacation, things like that. So the 9 of anything is always fruition, things coming in to start the ending, to start the ending process. 10s are the end. 10s are saying, we ended it, we're going to the new chapter. But you are going to heal. You're going to heal from this. You're going to heal from this. You're going to be okay. You're going to transform from this. He's not going to rule your life anymore. Okay. And I do feel like he's going to have the kids. I don't know if he's going to have them 50-50 though. There's something here that makes me feel like it's close to 50-50, but I don't know if it's exactly 50-50. It might be like 65-45, something like that. But it does make me feel like you're going to have the kids the majority of the time. And it might be because he's too busy at work. Only one kid, but no, he can't be alone with kid. Okay. Something like that. It doesn't feel like it does feel like he's going to have some time with them though. So it could be supervised visits. It could be things like that. But because he's an attorney, it makes me feel like eventually he's going to fight for more. So just be prepared. Because he is Scar. He's Scar from the Lion King. All right. We see him together. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But I do feel like everything's going to turn out your way. All the cards are pointing that way. All the cards, they have victory. They have success in springtime, happily ever after. Like, I do feel he's attorney, but not family attorney. Okay. I still think he's going to try whatever he can. I really do. I feel like he's very douchebag. And I think douchebags try to think they have the audacity when they don't have the audacity. You know, so I think they're going to be like, I'm an attorney and I can do this or that and this. And then the family law is like, no, that's not how this works. No. Did I give you your timestamp? Your timestamp's 2 hours and like 8 minutes, 2 hours, 9 minutes, something like that. But he can't really be alone with him. He can't handle him because of his special needs. I mean, we'll see how it plays out in the future. The cards are never set in stone. They're never set in stone. But I do feel like you're going to get primary care. I feel like you are going to get the money that you want. But I feel like it's going to be just a little bit less than what you're expecting. I don't think it's going to be like a super big cut. But I do think it's going to be less than you're expecting. Candy, thank you so much for the follow. It is a $15 donation. Next we have is Jessica. But I do hope that helps, Elizabeth. I hope it resonated. I hope it gives you clarity, insight, things like that. Let me see if you got Venmo from Courtney. I did. I just missed it. I'm sorry, Courtney. I'm sorry about that. I got it 8 minutes ago. So thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. I just missed it. My eyes were closed. I can't work because of kid and his needing me. Yeah. I just think it's going to be less. Is all. I do think you're going to be victorious. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yes, thank you. You're very welcome there, Liz. All right. Jessica says, I met this guy a few weeks ago and we've been talking and it's going well, but his communication style activates my nervous system and I've been feeling anxious and unsure. Is this a connection that could go anywhere or is it best to walk away? All right. Let's see here. Jessica, let me know that you're here just by saying hi. I got your question underway. I just want to make sure you're here. Okay, perfect. Because I don't want to start your reading without you, even though it does record. But still, what's the point of that? Doing a reading without you? Ooh, I don't like it at all. All righty. So your timestamp is going to be 2 hours and 17 minutes. If you ever want to watch this again, it's going to broadcast on YouTube as soon as I end the live. It's just going to automatically post up there. So we're just doing some cleansing breaths here for Jessica. Spirit, what does Jessica need to know about love with N? Spirit, what does Jessica need to know about love with N? Spirit, what does Jessica need to know about love with N? What's going on here with our friend Jessica and N? Honestly, the imagery I'm getting is how my partner communicates or how he used to communicate when we weren't serious. Like we got serious like just recently, like real serious, but we've always been serious about each other. Basically been dating for 4 years without actually dating, but my point is, he used to text me and then I text him right back and then I wouldn't hear from him for like an hour or two. And then he texts me back and then I text him back and then he texts me back and then I text him back and then I wouldn't hear from him for an hour. And then like that's just how he was. Like it was very like sporadic with his texting. And that's what I'm getting with ends. Oh, she goes, oh my God, exactly. It's like that's what I'm getting with ends texting, where it's very sporadic. It's very like almost like I know he knows that I texted him, but like why is he not texting back? And it makes me feel like avoidance. That's what it is. And that's what I do think was going on with my partner at the time as well, trying to keep me at arm's length because we were just wham, bam, thank you, mamming at the time and not like actually together. So he was keeping me at an arm's length with doing that. And that's what I feel like is happening here. It's an avoidance tactic and also a way for him to like keep you at bay, which is not healthy. It's not healthy. Let's go ahead. I want to do one more shuffle here. And that's why your nervous system is being activated. It's because you're not getting what you need out of communication. We do have the sun at the bottom of the deck, which is very interesting. Anna Burt, thank you, Spirit. So there is something here that is worth time, your energy, vitality, your strength. We're going to see what the other cards said because this could just be something that's going to be good for you in the long haul, or it could be this relationship's good for you. But let's see what the other cards have to say, because the way that we're feeling is not the best. Yaneli, thank you so much for the follow. Woo! Ooh, okay, so the sun is definitely for you. The sun is definitely for you, okay? We're going to even some things out, but how do we start it? We're going to start it with the Two of Cups. Okay, we're going to start it with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is the soulmate card, so you are learning a lesson from this person. Do I think they're going to be in your life for the long haul? I don't. No, unfortunately, I do not think that at all. The cards are not really indicating it. There's potential, but what is going to happen is that he's feeding into your anxieties. So instead of having a secure attachment, you're going to have an anxious attachment with this person. Okay. But this is somebody who's teaching you that, making sure that you know what you can handle and what you cannot handle. Because be honest, be honest with yourself, be honest with this person, be honest in general. The more honest you are, the better off you that you know that you gave it all, your all, and that it was not you that couldn't make this relationship work. I mean, it does take two to tango. It just to me, it just feels like just not the partnership you need. Okay. And four major arcana cards in a 6-card reading. Big energy. Big energy. Travis, it's a $15 donation. Thank you for sharing. I do feel like, how do I do this one? Okay. The Ten of Swords and the Hermit are next. I'm just trying to read the story here. The Hermit is a card of being single. The Ten of Swords is put a fork in her, she's done. Okay. So there is, I do feel like this is not the relationship that's going to work out for you. I do think the sun is what's peeking out though from the pink here, the always darkest right before the dawn. I do think that's that sun where you're realizing what's healthy for you and what's not healthy for you. You're realizing you're better off on your own, the Hermit, than to play with this person. Hannah, I got you. Thank you so much, Hannah, to play with this person. You're better off learning your lessons, taking the toxicity, taking the hit, and saying, okay, I learned, I know what I need. And when it comes to terms of communication, I need honesty, I need consistency, and I need stability. Okay. And then we are going to end with Temperance. Remember, the sun is what was peeking out behind here. Now the sun is rising. Now we are putting our emotions and we're evening out just because, like, yes, hurt me. Thank you, Jen. Hey, girl. Hey, Melanie, it's a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. But the sun is peeking out. Again, you have 2 sun imageries. That's the most perceived positive card you can have. Symbol card. Evening out your emotions. Knowing that Archangel Raphael is going to help you heal from these stab wounds. Okay, this is Archangel not Gabriel. That's not even a word. I mean, it is a word, but it's not an angel. Gabriel is not Gabriel. But this is Archangel Raphael, and he's going to help you grow. He's going to help you heal. He's going to put one foot in your emotion, sure, but also show you how strong you really are by having one foot on the land, evening out some things, okay? So just know, I don't think this is going to work out, but I think it's going to do exactly what it needs for you to recognize what you need in a relationship. So I do think this is happening for you, not to you. Okay. Jen says, hey, girl. Nice to see you, darling. That makes sense. Thank you. You're very welcome, Jessica. You're very, very welcome, darling. My heart goes out to you. That shit's hard, but in the long term, in the long run, it's exactly what you need. Okay. Yaneli, it is only about a 10-minute wait right now. And I only have room for 17, 18, 19. 4 more people. I only have room for 4 more people. So get your donations in now, because my list, I'm no longer accepting donations at the top of the hour. So for me, it's 2:00. So whatever the top of the hour for you is, that's when my list is going to close, and I'm no longer accepting any more donations from that time. Kristen, how many archangels are there? That's a question. That is a question. I know there's at least 7. At least 7. There's Metatron, there's Raphael, there's Gabriel, there's Michael, there is 3 more. Sorry, I just don't remember their names. But you can Google them. Sorry, archangels. And they'll tell you. I think there's more than 7, but I know there is at least 7. All right, Wendy Sue, let me know that you're here. We're going to get your daily reading here. Thank you for being a paid subscriber on TikTok. Let me know that you're here. We'll do your general, and then right after that, we're going to do Courtney, and then we're going to do Hannah. Kristen says, I'm going to look that up. I've always wondered. Report back, Kristen. Report back. Let me know. All righty, let's do Wendy Sue's general reading here. Spirit, what does Wendy Sue need to know? You're welcome, Hannah. Spirit, what does Wendy Sue need to know? Spirit, what does Wendy Sue need to know? What's going on for our friend Wendy Sue? Last shuffle here, then we're going to cut the deck. All right, let's see what's going on. Woo! Huge, giant, huge new beginning, huge transformation coming your way, new transformation coming your way. Like, this is something that's going to be really, really, really beautiful. That's going to lift you up. That is going to allow you to really take control back of your life. This is about motivation, passion, drive, transformation. Okay. And psychic abilities. Fire signs, the wands, they're the psychics. The cups are the empaths. Let's see what the other card is. Again, more transition. There's transition through this transformation that's going to really lead you into trusting yourself, trusting what you do. I feel like this is a repeat message completely, Wendy Sue. I truly think this is a repeat message. But this is definitely getting you out of really rocky waters into clean, clear, crystalline waters. Ow, my hair. I got to cut it. And then we get to New Land of Ho. And this New Land of Ho is bringing you exactly what you need. Your intuition is coming in. It's coming in a real way where you are going to feel like it's tangible, like you really have this underway for you. So Wendy Sue, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your question and for being a paid subscriber. But this is big. This is big shit for you, Wendy Sue. Big, huge. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Your intuition's coming in. All right. Just learn how to trust it. That's the whole thing. That's the hard part of intuition, is learning how to trust it. And you got to learn it on your own, unfortunately, because you're going to have to trial and error it. Trial and error in order to learn how to trust that intuition. All right, Courtney, thank you so much. I got you. And then after Courtney is Hannah. Thank you. I'm so happy. You should be, girl. You deserve it. Yes, you do. All right. So, wait, where's Hannah's? Oh, I got to refresh this one. That's where Hannah's is. Courtney, what type of reading are we doing for you, darling? Do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. Just let me know in the comment section what type of reading. And if I don't read your comment, it does mean that your comment got filtered. So just know that could happen. And if that does happen, I'm so sorry, but put a bunch of emojis by it, and that should really solve the issue. Or you can go on to the second link in the link tree. I have this recording right now, so you'll always be able to go back and revisit your reading. Just remember the date, and I'm going to give you a timestamp. You remember the date and the time, go back to the video, fast forward to the time, and it gotcha. All right, what type of reading are we doing, my love? Thanks for being here, Courtney. And guys, after Hannah, we don't have anyone else. We have space for 4 more people. So go ahead and get your donations in now. Again, my donations are going to close at the top of the hour. So I'm no longer going to accept donations at the top of the hour. So I'm just waiting on Courtney to let me know what type of reading, topic-wise for the psychic readings. No, unfortunately, they're not. Put those emojis in front of, like copy and paste the comment you put on there that got filtered. Put emojis in the front and behind it. Sometimes that does push them through. A general reading, please. I have a lot going on. All right. Honestly, that's what I thought was going to happen, but I never like to just like say what your readings are because I want you to tell me what the readings are and not feel pressured to do what I say, right? So that's why I don't chime in with like, I feel like you need this reading because I don't want you to feel pressured on doing a reading you don't really want to do. No pressure here, bitches. All right, Spirit. This is for our friend Courtney. Courtney. Spirit, what does Courtney need to know? She has a lot going on at the moment. What does Courtney need to know? Spirit, what does Courtney need to know? Why do I feel like I need to like get people off my back? Like, oh, get away from me. Like, throw some bows, bro. Like, I said throw some bows, and immediately Christina Aguilera's Dirty came on, and I'm throwing elbows, and I'm throwing elbows. So listen to Dirty. It's a great song. I stand Christina. Christina's my girl. We fucking love Christina. If you have a problem with Christina, then keep it to yourself. Either way, so Courtney, I do feel like there's a lot going on. Like we have a lot on your back that you have to like brush off and fight off. It feels like a lot. It does. It feels like all sorts of different angles. It feels like family matters. It feels like work matters. It feels like money matters. It feels like trust matters. Almost like somebody like took my balloon and deflated it type of thing. But listen, your manifestations are being heard. Okay, Kristen gets me. She's laughing with me. Your wishes, your manifestations, they're being heard. All right. You are strong enough to handle what comes your way. That's what the 8 stars there. You can see there's 8 stars. All with 8 points. That is in reference to the 8th card, which is Leo. Strength. Strength is the Leo card. I always do that. Strength is the Leo card. Leo is naturally ruled by the sun. The sun is the most positive sign you can have. Okay, so this in turn is relating to the sun in some way. Your manifestations are taking off. You just have to put the work into it, okay? Almost like I want to grab something, just throw it off of me, like literally monkeys climbing on my back. Oh, you poor thing. Wow. Your life's falling apart because of your manifestations. Your life's falling apart. All of this. I just learned how to make sun water. Yes. Make sun tea as well. Woo. Sun tea is delicious. And then moon water is also important. But either way, your life's falling apart because you asked for it. Courtney, I'm so sorry. It's one of those things like you don't know what you're wishing for until you wish it. And then you see your life falling apart. Megan, thank you for the follow. Because you asked for this change, because you asked for this manifestation. Yes, you're going through some heartbreak. This could be a love relationship loss. This could be a friendship loss. This could be a family member loss. This is a heartbreak. Okay. Relationship is a broad term. So this is something that you are dealing with. It's highly emotional and it's highly logical. But we can see, she goes, all of the above. Oh, you poor thing. I want to give you a hug so much. But they have to fall away. They have to. They have to fall away for this next thing to take flight. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Page of Pentacles is all about earthly gains, all about like new jobs, new cars, new houses, new, again, material gains, earthbound gains. And it's like, it's almost like you're going back and forth, like, do I even deserve this? Do I deserve this new income? Do I deserve this new house? Do I deserve this new car? Do I deserve this new whatever's coming your way? Because pages are newbies. Okay. Do I deserve it? And you're going back and forth and like, do I really want this? Because of the loss, because of the pain, it's making you feel like, oh, is it even worth it? And girl, I got to tell you, it's absolutely worth it. What you're going through right now is going to absolutely be worth it, because your dreams, your wishes are going to are going to manifest. This is the genie in a bottle energy, the Nine of Cups right here. Paired with the Nine of Cups is the Ten of Cups, the happily ever after card. You deserve everything you want in this life, no matter how hard it is to get it. You deserve everything you want in your life. Your manifestations are taking off. Having the Star card and the Genie in the Bottle card together, crazy. She goes, oh, this has me crying. Oh, Kristen. It's gonna be hard. Okay. It is hard already. Like, we already feel the monkey on the back, right? But this is absolutely happening for you, not to you. Okay. Happening for you, not to you. This is going to improve your life at the end of the day. You're going to look back at this time, and instead of being like, oh, I don't know if I should do this, or I don't know I should do that, you're going to say, I'm so happy that I stayed committed to what it is that I wanted, even through the losses, because these people, whoever they are, they were not meant to come with you into the next chapters. Even if a family member passed away, like, they were not meant to come with you into the next chapter. It was their time to go, you know? And there's one guarantee in life that we have, and it's not taxes. It is death, unfortunately. But death is just the next big adventure. That's all it is. It's the next big adventure. So whatever losses you're experiencing, you're going to have, especially if somebody did pass away, you're going to have that person on your side in the spiritual realm, somebody working behind the scenes, right? But it's going to lead to your happily ever after. It's going to lead to your wishes, your manifestations, all taking off, your genie in a bottle energy. So my heart goes out to you. I know this transition is hard. I know it's hard, and I know it's going to take some time for you to get to that stage of like looking back and going, thank God I went through that. Thank the universe I went through that. Like, I'm so happy that I went through that. But it's one of those things that is just really, it comes with hardships. Okay. But I do hope that helps there, Courtney. I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. And I really do hope that helps. I didn't even see any of your comments. So if you commented and I didn't comment on your comment, I'm not ignoring you. It just never went through. That's the only thing, is it just didn't go through. Thank you so much. It's exactly what I needed. 100,000%. Oh, thank you so much for saying that. You're so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah! My heart goes out to you so much. I'm rooting for you. 100%. 100,000%. I was so close. I was close to thinking I should give up. This is something you asked for. You just didn't know that you asked for the chaos alongside of whatever it is you asked for, but it's all working in your favor. You just got to get through it. Okay. You're going to get your karmic rewards. All right. We are going to move on here to Hannah. Hannah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your donation. And then after Hannah, we have Stephanie. After Stephanie, we don't have anyone else. We only have room for 3 more people. So if you want to get your donation in, get it in now before the top of the hour, because that is also when we're going to end the donation. So my list will close at 00, whatever time it is for you. But we have Hannah and Stephanie, so it's only about a 10-minute wait right now. Hannah, let me know that you're here. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. And Hannah, let me know what type of reading we're doing. Ooh, that was so cool. Did a crip walk, socks and sandals. And thank you, XKX. Hey, how are you? She said, hey, girl, I hope you're well. I am doing well. Thanks for being here. Love you. And thank you for the socks and sandals. They were absolutely just walking. I don't know why I thought it was a crip walk. That was just a normal walk. Now that I think about it in the back of my mind. I'm just wild out in these streets. All right. So Hannah, you might be typing. I might be being impatient. If so, sorry. Hannah, I don't think I gave you your timestamp. I'm going to say about 2 hours and 30 minutes if I didn't give you your timestamp before that. If I did give you your timestamp, that's the accurate timestamp, but I don't remember if I did. So I'm going to say about 2:30, 2 hours, 30 minutes. All right. Okay, so you're wanting a love reading. Okay, so I didn't see the first comment. I see we were together for 7 years and I have a kid, but things are rough. So we're going to do a love reading for you. Okay, so let's check it out for Hannah. Spirit, this reading is for Hannah, our friend Hannah, and they want to know what they need to know about their current relationship, or we're together. So love reading about this relationship. Okay, Dylan. Love with Dylan. What's going on here? Oh, I heard Dashboard Confessional. I can't think of the name of this song right now, but it goes, if my hopes are so high that your kiss might kill me, so won't you kill me, so I die happy. My heart is yours to fill or burst, to break or bury, or wear as jewelry, whichever you prefer. So that song's coming in. Which is a very cute, like, beginning of love song. It's like this first love. We're hooking up, we're at parties, we're like getting together. It's very physical, very much like you kiss me like you meant it, and I knew that you meant it. So I do feel like in this relationship there was genuine love, like true, like lift you up type of love. And I still have hope that that's going to come back. Like I have a hope bubble in my chest that makes me feel like I'm hopeful that it will come back. I'm hoping it will come back. And I just feel that in my chest. So I don't know if that's something that you relate with, like you have a hope bubble. But we have the devil at the bottom of the deck, which is concerning. I will say this is a Capricorn card. My current boyfriend, he also got this when we first started dating a lot, but he also wasn't ready to date. It took him like 4 years for us to both be ready to date each other. It was a while, but this is codependence. This is vices. This is addictions. So this could be something you're dealing with. Your partner could have been addicted. Your partner could have been like somebody who was really stuck with their vices, or you guys could have been codependent on each other. Either way, the dynamic here is not necessarily a healthy dynamic. Okay, let's see what the other cards have to say. This was a soulmate level connection. Without a doubt it was. We're going to read it. The Lovers is a lifestyle change card, but it's also a card to indicate soulmate level connections. This is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the protecting angel. He is the protector. So it's not that he's protecting the relationship as a whole. He's also protecting you individually as well as the whole. Okay. So when we talk about the Lovers, we are talking about a lifestyle change. When we start a relationship, we have to accommodate our lifestyle to fit in somebody else into our life. It's just how it is. And sometimes it happens effortlessly. And sometimes it happens where two people move in and you have too much stuff. And now you have to figure out whose stuff you want to use. Okay. Accommodating for the other. But I don't feel like that had been working for a while. It makes me feel like you had to pick up the load a lot. Like that's how it feels like. And I feel like you didn't mind picking up the load for the most part, but it came to a point where it was just like day in, day out, same old. And I feel like that got tiring and that got exhausting. You can confirm or deny that in the comment section that this makes sense. Yes, this resonates. No, this doesn't. Just don't give me too much information. Just say, yes, this makes sense. No, this doesn't make sense. That's all I need there. Just to make sure that we're on the right page here. But you are being presented with more of the same, and you already have it. You're not being heard. You're not being listened to. She goes, yes, it does. Wonderful. Her shirt even says over. I'm going to bring it over to YouTube. I'm going to say 2 hours and 37 minutes is your timestamp. I didn't give it to you before. I apologize for that. But her shirt literally says over it. So this has, honestly, I feel like the course of this is done because it feels like your partner needs to get their shit together. And until your partner gets their shit together, there is no really moving forward. But we do have the 9 of Wands here, and we have 2 9s here. So there is a chapter getting ready to end or ready to close. This 9 of Wands is saying like, yes, things were painful. Yes, things changed very quickly. It probably was very quick, where it went from this partner who like truly, truly loved me and truly like made me feel like uplifted to feeling like I'm not cared for, I'm not heard, or they're not really paying attention anymore. So this happened very quickly, but you are going to heal, especially when you get with your friends, your sisters, whoever you love and feel very close with. They're going to help you pick up your pieces. Okay. These people are going to help you pick up your pieces. Trust in your friendships, trust in your sisterhoods, whoever it is. If it's friends like family or if it's family itself, it doesn't matter. They're going to help you pick up your pieces. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to feel really genuine self-love and love from others. It's not romantic. That's going to make you feel very sturdy. That's going to make you feel very strong. That's going to make you feel very abundant. That you have it. You have this. You don't need the romantic love all the time. You just need people on your side. You need people cheering you on. You need people helping you along the way. Like that's where this abundance comes in. It's through your friends. It's through your family that is going to allow you to feel like you again. Okay. It's going to allow you to feel like you again. So I do hope that helps, Hannah. I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity or insight. I do feel like you're going to try to stick this out, though, for as long as you possibly can. I don't know if you guys are already broken up, but I do still feel this hope bubble. So I do feel like you're going to like leave some hope there, but rely on the people in your life that are going to take care of you, your friends, your family. Okay. Because it feels like they have the keys to happiness at this moment. Not always, but in this moment, they feel like they have the keys to happiness. Yes, absolutely you can. Private message me if you wanna. Kelly says, oh my God, Dashboard Confessional. I love it. What is the name of that song? Hands Down. The name of that song is Hands Down. But yes, I love Dashboard. I love that song. Actually, that song was something I played on repeat when me and my partner started like getting together. I literally had it on repeat. Absolutely, Audrey. No problem, love. All right. We have Stephanie right now. So after Stephanie, we don't have anyone else. And we do have room for 3 more people in the next 12 minutes. So if you want to get a reading, $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. That is where you can get your reading, your donation in to receive your 5-minute reading. Again, I only have spots for 3 more people. So if you want to get your reading, get it in now, right now, because in 12 minutes, it's donezo. We done. I'm closing the list up. I'm closing the donations up. So get it in if you wanna. No pressure. I know that's like, get it in now, pressury, but trying to be more like a marketer, sales person. Get your donations in now. Anyway, Stephanie, I love you. I know that's you, girl. What time? Oh, did you say it in the comments? You might have said it in the comments. You might have. Reading on where to put my energy for the future, buy land, build, focus on work or personal life, that type of thing. All right. What a great question, Steph. I like this question a lot. Woo! All right. Where are we focusing Steph's energy for the future? What a great question. Gosh, you guys are so creative. Sometimes you guys have really, really, really like mind-blowing questions to me. And that's one of them. Like, yeah, where is the energy? Where should she focus her? That's a solid ass question. Okay. Stop bragging about your good question. I will stop bragging on it. All right. Craig, thank you so much. I got you. Thank you, Craig. Room for 2 more people. All right, your timestamp is 2 hours, 47 minutes and about a half there. 2 hours, 47 minutes and a half. And this reading is for Stephanie, our friend Steph. Spirit, where should Steph put her energy into the future? So her future endeavors. Where should she put her energy in for the future? Where should she focus her energy for the future? That's a better question. Where should she focus her energy for the future? Where should she focus her energy? Where should she focus her energy for the future? Now, you said buying land in the question, and I can't get past it. I can't get over it. Craig, I got you, darling. I can't get over it for whatever reason. Like, I'm stuck here. I want to buy land. I want to buy this plot of land. I want to put my roots down in this plot of land. I want to build on this land. I just can't get past it. So I do think that, honestly, what I think is happening here is I think you are going to get that land, because to me, it feels like there's going to crash. That's going to happen, like a economic crash. That's going to happen, and I feel like it's going to allow the housing market to like go down because it's so incredibly high right now. And I feel like that's the time that you're actually going to find the land that you want. And you're going to buy that land, and it feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. It doesn't feel like it's a lot that you need to like excavate. Like you don't have to take the trees down. It just feels like a lot that's ready to be built on. But I feel like you have plans for it. It feels like almost like a communal space to me. I do feel like your roots are going to be there. Your house is going to be there, things like that. But I feel like it's going to be an opportunity for you to like have open doors and like help your friends, help your family. Like it just feels like a very communal space. Almost like I wouldn't be surprised that one day, like if this ends up being a bed and breakfast type. I feel like this is way in the future, like way. She was, oh my God, like way in the future. But it just feels hospitality to me. It just feels like love and caring and like having these open doors with people who really deserve to have these doors open to them. Like that type of thing comes in. I want to do one more shuffle and then we're going to pull the cards because we're running out of time, Steph. Woo! The Tower is not it. It's the Two of Pentacles. Don't worry. The Tower is not it. The Two of Pentacles is a card of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This makes my heart so happy. Oh, I'm so glad, Steph. So right now, it's just like trying to get the finances together, figuring out the finances. But I do think the finances are going to figure out themselves. Keep saving. Keep putting effort into it. Keep putting energy into that manifestation, into that idea. Also, I just made this today. This is a money jar. Get your change in here. I have a selenite in here, but I like when I shake it, I take the selenite out because it's going to just literally shatter my glass. And then I put a couple dollars in here. And what you can do is, again, take the selenite out, put that up, and just energy of money. I did not get this by myself. Riot Adams, that's his name here, or their name. I'm not sure if they're him or them, they, there. But their name is here on TikTok, Riot Adams. He's hilarious. I love them. But the money jar, shaking it all around your house, getting that frequency of money up. Don't let your past dictate your future. Yeah, there's going to be some things here that are that's difficult, okay, especially with money matters. So I wouldn't tell too many people that you're saving up for this. I would keep it very small with who you're telling your plans with, what you want, because there's somebody, and it feels like somebody from your past that has some sort of like jealousy. So they might steal the idea. They might really try to steal your plot of land, or they might try to like get money out of you. Okay. Sunflower, thank you for the follow. The liar, cheater, thief card. This is the past card, right? Don't let the past dictate the future unless it's behind this. You've learned that this person's not trustworthy. This person is still in your life, but they've proven to you, oh no. Sorry, my guy just called me and I can't answer his phone call right now. But this is saying this up. No, it was about dial. Whew. Jess, thank you for the follow. But just know, like, there's somebody here that's not trustworthy. That's you may be chained to in some way. Whether this is a life friend that you've had, a 20-year friend that you're like, oh, you're a narcissist. Okay. And just figure it out after 20 years. That's my story, unfortunately. But you are going to take a break from this person. And once you take a break from whoever you feel chained to, who you feel loyal to, who doesn't necessarily deserve your loyalty because in the past they really fucked it all up and maybe stole from you, lied to you, cheated on you. But you're going to take a break from this person. You need a break from this person, first and foremost. And that's when you cut, is it a family member? Oof. What a question. To me, it makes me feel like a friend. But I think what they're showing me is my friend who's my narcissist. And that's how they're describing it to me, is that way. I think it's a friend, but I wouldn't take family out of the equation. Okay. I wouldn't take family out of the equation, but it's somebody that you've had a lot of problems with in the past. Okay. If it's a family member, it's a family member. But it could, I'm reading friend though. Okay. But it could be that they're just showing me my narcissist. But once you take a break, once you cut this person out of your life, we say no more, you get no more access to my energy. I get to recoup my energy. And that's when your windfall comes in. That's when your karmic rewards come in. This person, whoever this is, they're not for you. They're not for you. They're not for you. They're not for you. Okay. This person is not for you. It's a Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website. $15 donation is how you do it. But they're absolutely not for you. Okay. But once you cut them out of your life, that's when everything falls into place. That's when you get your karmic rewards. That's when you probably get either more money coming your way. You have enough to actually buy that field. Cause I can't get over that. Like, I want that land. I want that land. But I would not entrust that person with the land. Okay. So cut that person out. Whoever that is. Whoever that friend is. Steph says, I love it. I love you, Steph. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for submitting your donation. We got 3 minutes left until the donations are cut off. But we have Craig right now, and I have space for 2 more people. So if you want to get your donations in now, you got 3 minutes, okay? I do too. Thank you so much. I will keep that in mind. Wonderful. Mwah. All right, Craig, let me know that you're here. Let me know what type of reading we're doing for you. And Steph is growing said, I think it's hugs. All right, Craig, what type of reading are we doing for you, darling? What's going on today? And thanks for being here. Thank you for submitting your donation. I really appreciate it. And guys, after Craig, we don't have anyone else. So it's only about a 5-minute wait. And again, my list is going to close in 3 minutes. $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Only 2 spots available. All right. Helped with love last week. ... Just waiting on the next sentence here. I'm sure they're typing. I just gotta be patient. ADHD makes it hard. But I will. I'll be patient. And also, TikTok now showing me all the comments makes me feel like, helped with love last week. I have no clue. Do we want more love? Do you want to do another love reading? I'm confused. You want to do you want to do any other type of reading? Just let me know in the topic. Like, what's the topic matter, love? We can do a general reading to see what comes through. Life. Okay, we'll do a general reading. We'll do a general reading here. So let's see what's going on. Aaliyah, it's a $15 donation. Get your donation in now, because my list is closing at the top of the hour. So in like less than 60 seconds. So get your donations in now. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, Human Design with Melody. All right, so this is for Craig. Whew, Spirit, what does Craig need to know about? What does Craig need to know? Just period. What does Craig need to know? What does Craig need to know? What does Craig need to know? So, Craig, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like I just get a lot of depression, energy coming your way. So you may be in the throes of depression right now. Also, your timestamp is 2 hours, 57 minutes. But I do feel like you may have that. Just so you have protection with you, I just saw 444. You are the 18th person I've read. Jessica, I got it. Thank you so much. You're the 18th person I read, and only the second person that has gotten an angel number. So you have divine protection. So even if you are feeling depressed, you are going to get through it. You have divine protection around you. Don't do anything drastic or anything like that. Go through those motions. Okay. You just got to get to the other end of the depression. Because I feel that coming in. I feel that it's here, not that it's coming in. I feel like you're dealing with it currently. There's a lot of healing that comes in with you, my love. Just a lot of healing that is needed, I feel like. Almost like you need to like get good with yourself. Get good with yourself. Understand who you are, what your wants are, what your needs are. Hi, Tiger Lily. Hi, sweet baby girl. You got a Tiger Lily. You got a sweet little princess coming your way. Don't show your booty. You have a nice, sweet little princess here. So just know, like, things are going to improve. Things will get better. She is the princess of the house. I'll tell you that much. So you got this, but you also have the Page of Wands here. The Page of Wands is new transformation. Transformation is uncomfortable. It is. It just is. It sucks. It's uncomfortable. But this transformation is going to allow you to start something new. You could be a psychic because the wands are psychic energy, but it's also creative energy. It's also motivation, things like that, and transformation, big. I feel like you do have good friends you can rely on. Craig, you're an intuitive, bro. You are an intuitive. You do need to heal. You need to heal in order to really get in contact with yourself, with your intuition. But you are an intuitive, period. This is the only time she's come out today. Again, you're number 18 that I'm reading. She's only time she's come out. She did come out one other time with a freebie, actually. But other than that, she hasn't come out today. So just know she only comes out for intuitives, period. But in order to get to here, you have to heal. Healing is going to put you where you need to be. It's going to align you with whatever it is that you want. So get to healing. First, if you are dealing with depression right now, get through it. Okay, get through it no matter how you do it. Just get to the light at the end of that tunnel. This is all happening very quickly. These 8 wands are the 8 wands behind the character. This is the fastest moving card in tarot. And this is saying, hey, quick. It's coming in and it's unexpected. This person doesn't expect all these wands to come in, and she's in the middle of healing. And now she has to fight off all these wands just coming out of thin air. And now she's like, what happened? Where did this go? But this is going to really show you what is damaged and what needs to be healed. And you are going to heal it. You're going to really take it seriously too. Like, you're going to put yourself seriously. You're going to put yourself first. You're going to make sure that you are good, that you are getting what you need, and to collaborate how you need to collaborate with yourself. Again, this is about your self-love and getting your self-love up there. So healing, caring about yourself, knowing that you're important, because you are, Craig. It doesn't matter what other people say. Doesn't matter what other people say at all. Their opinions of you do not matter. Your friends' opinions of you do not matter unless they're actively against you. They should have good opinions of you anyways. But all of this is going to lead to your intuition being at an all-time high, trusting in your intuition, maybe getting into spirituality, maybe getting into witchcraft, maybe finding the esoterics and like learning the secrets of everything that's been hidden. Things like that are coming in, okay? They're coming in a big way for you. And then we have the 3 of Cups. Again, I do feel like you have friends that you can rely on. I do. And I do like your friends because they're here helping you along. So there might be friends who are really encouraging you to do whatever it is that you want to do, whatever your intuition is telling you to do. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp, for those of you who are unaware. But there is so much beauty here. There's so much like effort that you're going to put into that's going to really allow you to shine. So healing is where you need to focus. Healing yourself, healing your self-esteem, healing your self-love, putting worth into yourself, putting value into yourself, and knowing that you dictate your worth and you dictate your value. Nobody else does. And anyone that doesn't see your worth or doesn't see your value, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Okay, friend? But Craig, I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate you so much. And I do hope this helped here, my love. Thank you. All righty. Our last reading of the day is going to be Jessica. Jessica, thank you so much for getting your donation in. What type of reading are we doing for you? But Craig, I do hope that helps, my love. Thanks as always. I keep fighting for happiness, right? But you got to do that within, right? You got to do the inner work to get to that happiness, because it's not, happiness doesn't come from external sources. Sure, sometimes it does. Sometimes it gives us a boost. Happiness comes in here. Okay. I'm new. Is there still time for a reading? Brittany, I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. You'll be my last reading if you get your donation in before the end of Jessica's reading. So you got like 5 minutes. Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. Fish Cutlet. Why don't I remember your name? Why am I the worst? But yeah, Fish Cutlet, you can do it. What is your first name, though? I'm so sorry. You're welcome, Craig. Anytime. But Jessica, let me know that you're here. Let me know what time. She said general. I missed it. Okay, she said general. We got you. Gika. Yes, Gika. Duh. Gika, is it okay if I do you as the last one? We're gonna wait for Brittany to come in. I remember Gika. But as soon as Brittany's come in, I want to do hers after Jessica's as soon as it does. But if hers doesn't end up coming in, I'll just do yours right after Jessica. I'm at work, so that's fine. Perfection. All right, Jessica, let's go ahead and do some cleansing breaths for you and see what Spirit has to say for you. Oh, Brittany, Venmo, PayPal, or my website. If you want to do my website, perfect. If you want to do Venmo or PayPal, you can do those as well. I don't think I told you that when I was telling you. So I wanted to let you know that you can do any of those modalities. It's all good. All right, Spirit. This is for Jessica, Jessica, Jessica. Okay. Spirit, what does Jessica need to know? Spirit, what does Jessica need to know? Spirit, what does Jessica need to know? Something's going on with my kidney. Lord. I just got like a sharp pain in my kidney. Your kidneys are located at the bottom of your back, not the sides. Some people think your kidneys are on your sides. They're not. They're at the bottom of your back. And it makes me feel like I need more water. That's what it really makes me feel like. I don't know if you deal with stones or you have chronic UTIs or like kidney infections, but I want you to drink more water. I want you to drink more water. Actually, while you're on the phone with me right now, go to the kitchen, get you some water. Get a bottle of water, get some tap water. It don't matter, but get that water because that's what's coming in. Also, I feel like stress is located here as well. So you may keep stressing your kidneys, which is wild. So if you ever feel your kidneys doing anything, know that I feel it in my body. There's something here that makes me feel like uncomfortable for whatever reason. It's not just the pain in my kidneys, but it just makes me feel like my back's uncomfortable, like I've been standing too long, like I want to sit down, like I just feel uncomfortable. I can't really describe what the meaning of it is because I'm not sure. I just feel uncomfortable. We have strength at the bottom of the deck. I love strength. Strength is a card saying that you have what you need. You're strong enough to face whatever it is that you need to face. You are strong enough to handle it. You have consistent access to it. Oh, and your timestamp is 3 hours and 2 minutes. 3 hours and 2 minutes. If you ever want to relook at this again, it'll be on YouTube. But you have this flower crown, so there's a new beginning coming in. Then you're going to take a leap of faith on yourself. Also, Leo, which is what this card is. Clearly, there's a lion. Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is the most perceived positive card and symbol you can get in tarot, even if you're dealing with some things that are unsavory. Let's see what's going on. Woo! Girl, you're at the end of some cycle here. You're at the end of some cycle. Brittany, I got you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brittany. All right. But the 9 of Swords is here. The 9 of Swords is saying, like, I don't feel well. I can't sleep at night. I'm too stressed out. This is where I feel my kidneys are the most, like highlighted here is this stress here, not feeling comfortable. Actually, the comforter is saying that I don't feel comfortable. So this could be the uncomfortable feeling that I did have in my body. So this could absolutely be why I feel that way. So I would definitely get to why you're thinking this way, because the swords are a mental suit. It's thought, it's action, it's communication, it's inspiration, it's ideas. But why are we here? Why are we overthinking? Is it anxiety? Because it feels like anxiety to me. But confronting what this is and confronting the fact that anxiety is an instinct and it will never go away. It will never go away. It's not meant to go away. It is an instinct to tell you that danger is afoot. So what I want you to do if you have overactive anxiety is tell yourself in those moments of panic, am I in danger? Ask yourself out loud, am I in danger? Answer yourself, nope, I'm not in danger. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be in danger. But that one time you may be in danger, just get the fuck out of there. Run, get out of danger, right? But typically you're not going to be facing danger. So you're going to have to reprogram those synapses that are misfiring in your brain to say, anxiety is reserved for dangerous situations. Anxiety is reserved for dangerous situations. And you're going to heal. You're going to heal from it. You are going to get in alignment. You're going to confront this. You're going to be fine. You're going to see your anxiety for exactly what it is, an instinct, and no longer allow it to run rampant in your mind. We have a 9 of Wands, though. We have 2 9s. So there is a chapter coming to a close. It's being prepared. It's packing its bags to be closed. Okay. So think about like preparing for a vacation, right? You have to get your shit together to get ready to say goodbye to whatever it is you're saying goodbye to, chapter of life, moving, whatever it may be. But this new beginning that you're going to have is going to be very secure. Instead of feeling like this insecurity, this anxiety, you're going to really face that anxiety and really transform that anxiety, start that anxiety again with security, the 10 of Pentacles. So we have 2 9s, a 10, and an ace. So we are ending a cycle. We're ending something that's going to be really, really, really good for us to end, because it's going to show us how strong we are with strength at the bottom of the deck. And it's going to show us how much stability we actually have in our lives without that critic telling you one thing or another, or allowing you to become panicked. This is going to be really, really beneficial. This transformation is big. It's huge. It's huge, as Bernie Sanders says. But Jessica, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your donation. I really do appreciate it so much. And my heart goes out to you, because I was somebody who was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, like when I was 23. I'm 36 now. And I've really gotten my anxiety under control because I used that tactic. Because I did that. And I said, hey, this is not reserved for right now. Anxiety is reserved for danger. So I am not in danger, should not feel anxiety. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. I hope that resonated, love. I hope it made sense. Mwah. All right, Brittany, my last reading, and then Geeka is actually technically going to be my last reading because she's going to get a freebie. But Brittany, what type of reading are we doing here today? Let me know in the comment section below what type of reading we doing. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. I am going to check the notes, but the notes have not been working. I have to do something. I have to refresh something on this website of mine. Unless you didn't put it on there, which is fine too. Brittany says, love, please. Single and very ready to find someone. She's ready to mingle. All right, Brittany, your timestamp is going to be 3 hours and 12 minutes. If you ever want to rewatch this reading, it's going to be on YouTube. So remember today's date. Remember 3 hours and 12 minutes. Spirit, this reading is for our friend Brittany. Brittany, we want her to find love. Spirit, how does Brittany find love? Spirit, how does Brittany find love? Spirit, how does Brittany find love? How do we get her with that love and partnership? Ooh. Immediately my throat feels like like itchy, like almost like a sore throat, almost like I've talked too much. Which I mean would make sense for me to feel because I've been talking for 3 hours and 12 minutes. But it's not coming from me. So I don't want you to bite your tongue, but if your energy is like mine and it's like up here a lot, and sometimes the ADHD kicks in and you just start talking in the middle of somebody else's sentence, if that relates to you, try to bite your tongue in those moments where we're not being rude, we're not walking over somebody, we're not cutting somebody off, we're not, because of ADHD, it's very, very easy to do that. But this throat here makes me feel very much like, oh, he's my favorite to get in a love reading. I should be live again tomorrow. Just make sure to follow me, my darling. And then you'll be able to get your next reading. And you can do private readings as well through my website. But I love this card in the love reading. So just be careful with like how much you're oversharing or sharing, or if you're being rude on accident, just try to be cognizant of that. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Oh God, I love him. I know I said it already, but he is my favorite to get in a love reading. I really do love him. He is the most stable of the knights. He is strong. He is loyal. He is here. He is present. He's earthbound. He could be into material gains though, because the pentacles are earthbound material gains. Could find somebody at work. We're going to see what the other cards have to say, but I love him. So he's on his way. All right. He's going to take his time. He's the only horse not moving. So he's going to take his time. All right. Divine timing is everything. Everything, Brittany. Ooh, looks like you ended a chapter with somebody else and you learned a lot from it. You learned a lot. You actually learned how to love yourself through that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Woo! Big angel energy. Wow. 10 of Wands. You were in a relationship that ended, but you learned so much about yourself throughout that other relationship. And it could have been years ago, 5 years ago was very traumatic, but I've learned so much. Like you literally are taking all of those lessons and you're taking them with you. And honestly, like you learned how to love yourself within these last 5 years, even maybe at the end of that relationship, like loving yourself enough to say, enough, quits, we're done here with that relationship, right? So this is something that's so beautiful. And to have the Knight in Shining Armor card as well, that's what it's known as, in a love reading, plus my favorite knight to get in a love reading. Like this is not even my favorite knight. This is my favorite knight to get in a love reading. But this is all about self-love and care as well, and taking care of yourself and learning like, I'm not going to fall for what I fell for 5 years ago. I'm not going to do that again. Instead, I'm going to really trust my intuition. I'm going to really trust myself when it comes to the right partner. Do not settle. I don't see you settling, period. I really don't in the cards. I don't see you settling at all, but do not settle. Do not say like, okay, well, I can get past this or I can get past that. If there's something there that's irked you and you communicated that and they still do the thing, fucking walk away. Fucking walk away, because they're telling you right there and then and there that they're not caring so much about your needs. They're caring more about themselves. And in a partnership, you have to care about yourself and your partner. You have to make sure your needs are being met and your partner's needs are being met. It is in tandem together. That's what partnership is. But girl, ooh, Sagittarius season sounds so promising to me. Sagittarius season is the end of November to the middle to end of December. And that's what I have here. We have that with the lovers with it. The lovers are Gemini, though. The lovers are Gemini. So it could be Gemini season, but to me, Sagittarius season feels so much more accurate. And Gemini season is literally the next season we're going to do. We're going to get to Gemini the 21st. I think it's the 21st of this month. But the lovers in general is a lifestyle change card. And then we have Temperance, which is patience, taking your time, making sure your cup is completely even. The sun is here, the most perceived positive sign you could have. There's a path leading right to that sun. Yes, there's some mountains here, but you've been working on this path. You've been paving this path. You've been doing the work on this path to get to this love relationship, to get to a soulmate level connection. Soulmates can be here for a lifetime, sure. Not always. Some soulmates are here for a very short amount of time. Do I feel that way about this soulmate? This feels like the soulmate that's been promised to you. That's what this feels like. The soulmate that's been promised. But again, do not settle just because the psychic said this is the person that's been promised to you. Let reality take its hold, right? So if there's anything wrong that's not being resolved and it's causing problems, don't settle, right? But I don't think you're going to have to. There's so much growth, so much vitality, so much emotion, so much strength. Like there is so much beautiful. And both of these angels, Archangel Raphael, this is rewarding for your healing. And then we have Archangel Michael, which is protection. Like, girl, I think Sagittarius season, I think sometime between the end of November into the middle end of December, that's when I feel like this person's going to come in. There is a potential Gemini season, but I feel strongly about Sagittarius season. So I think things are working out. I think you did the work. I think you're going to get your rewards. Hell yes. Just remember to always keep that self-love. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, you keep that self-love. She goes, thank you so much. So much. You are so welcome, Brittany. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for getting your reading here today. I really appreciate you so much. And I'm rooting for you. Let me know what happens. If nothing happens in Gemini season, that's okay. Because I feel very strongly about Sagittarius season. So keep me posted. I will forget your reading. Just how it works, unfortunately. But do remind me when it comes time to it, and then to let me know what happens. All right, Geeka, let me know that you're here, my love. And we're going to get your freebie to you right now. Thank you for your patience, Geeka. I really, really appreciate it. There she is. All right, for Geeka. Spirit, what does Geeka need to know? Spirit, what does Geeka need to know? Spirit, what does Geeka need to know? What's going on for our friend Geeka? Last shuffle here. Sorry, I had to do one of those. Are you a human thing? Which is wild. Oh, we love it. The King of Swords. The King of Swords is absolutely a genius. They're logical. They're alien. Thank you, Spirit. They're Aquarius. They could be Libra or Gemini. Sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, but they're leveling up. They're about transformation. They're not afraid to transform. They're not afraid to get those beautiful butterfly wings. They're not afraid of the next steps. They're actually encouraging the next steps. Ooh, I cannot. The Sun with the Knight of Wands, you're ready. You're ready for this vitality. You're ready for this strength. You're ready to take on the next chapter. You're ready for everything. So this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh, don't hesitate. Whatever you feel excited about, whatever like inspires you, you're like, yep, I want to go do that thing. Go fucking do it, because there's so much here for you, so much positivity, so much strength, so much readiness. You got it. You got it, Geeka. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity or insight. I hope it resonated. Geeka, thank you very much for being here, for being a subscriber. I really appreciate you, and the subscriber on the Clock app. So I love you guys. All righty. You're very welcome, love. Take it by the horns, that new chapter. All righty, guys. I love you guys so much. My manifestations are coming true. I am getting 20 donations every time I go live. So woo! Hell yeah. Keep the Delulu going, guys, because that is everything. Keep those manifestations up. So first and foremost, Kaylee, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for anyone who's gotten a freebie, because I start them all off free. Thank you so much who got donated readings, who got paid, donated readings, because that's the paid readings. Whoever's a subscriber, whoever commented, whoever liked the live, whoever hung out with me today, whoever commented. Just thank you guys so much for being here. Like, you are the reason that I get to do my dream and live my dream and really make it a reality for me. Like, it's the fucking best. So thank you so much for everything, you guys. Like, truly, from the depths of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Universe, thank you for allowing me to be here at this time, doing this work in this way. Thank you so much for the manifestations. The money jar works, guys. Get that money jar going. Just get that money jar. It really, truly works. Love that for you. Oh, thank you so much. I'll also make a money jar for you guys as well. Do it. It's worth it. Shake it around your house. Get that frequency of money in your door. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for allowing my manifestations to come true. I love you. I love you. And then my angels, my ancestors, my guides, thank you for allowing me to see you, feel you, and hear you. Thank you for your love, your knowledge, your protection, there's something else here, experience. Thank you so much for everything, you guys. Thank you, ancestors. I love you. Oh, gosh. I love you guys so much, and I will absolutely be on again soon, if not tomorrow soon. 11 o'clock Eastern time is usually when I go on by. So I will see you on the next one, my loves. Bye.